I can do it if nobody else will.
Any other volunteers?
Something got it.
Go ahead, Exon.
All right, so
I'll fill in the gaps if we're missing something.
I forgot what we started at. We
All over
just
the
bought
place.
our slaves. Yeah, we were just shopping around and had a day off basically, where we then decided to not go to the pits, but instead went to Alarian and encountered an assassin that almost killed Istra. Was on the last legs of her life there, and we were able to successfully fight him off and dumped his corpse into the graveyard where the Thieves Guild is hidden at.
After a thorough dissection from Arno.
Oh, that's default. Everything's dissected by Arno. Then,
Of course. You go without saying.
Alarian was very unhappy to have only Istra, myself, and Cece's Steel Guardian be present and not Cece herself. And she basically compelled Istra to bring Cece down, where we then decided to skip town and successfully did a performance with the guards, distracting them, and got out, where we are now on our way to the Temple of Imos to acquire an object for Adeline so her genie can take form.
What?
Did we miss anything? Does anybody else want to add anything?
We were also a bit stalked around the day we were about to leave with a female tiefling and a couple other guys that was like looking over at
Arno, because Arno definitely stole something. But
I think it was more from the peering
knowledge
into his head
yeah,
and the questioning, not the stealing.
Either one.
Hopefully nobody knows
Either
about the
one.
stealing.
Doesn't matter. Adeline lied and said that you had issues.
And Istra also successfully delivered the orphan girl Madeline to Decillian's sanctuary.
Did we miss anything, Estra?
I don't think that's it. Valerian's definitely pretty pissed off, and now we've got maybe 3 or 4 people after us.
You disobeyed a direct order from her. Here comes Cece, fashionably late. You disobeyed a direct order from Alarian. And she said to bring Cece, and you guys were just like, fuck that. You guys took all your slaves, disguised, everybody's disguised, and you guys have just left through this gates of Stormbrook. Once a pillar of, one of the 4 pillars of ancient Eludian kingdom within Orin, one of the continents within Zen. You guys are traveling north. You guys have just left the city. The slaves, I'm assuming, is just like behind you. They're just carrying stuff if you want them to carry stuff. We have 4 slaves, correct?
Because Arno just freed us, right?
I think 3.
3. Bassam, Al, Hefzal, Leo, the sex slave of CC. Oh, you freed yours. That's right.
That's
so let me.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
yeah.
it
He's
was
in Stormbrook,
wasted-
really.
Yeah.
Went on a mission.
He did
So-
my mission, and I was like, you're that useful, but a deal's a deal, so I
That's
let
right.
you go.
Yeah, it wasn't Arno, it was Adeline.
So
That
we
makes
have
me happy.
Leo and Gilth Greybeard are the only 2 slaves left, correct? Everybody else is like, let their slaves go. Cool.
Yeah.
So you have 2 slaves in the party that are following along, just carrying stuff for Arno and Cece's male companion. Of course,
It's all
Cece has a whole her own posse. She has Al Capone and Leo with her. What do you guys do? You guys are traveling north, just walking. It's 11 a.m. The weather is fine out on this beautiful day. What do you guys do?
So, where are we going?
So there's this temple in the mountains. I've never been. But let's just say there's something there that I need to get.
Can you be a bit more specific? It is our next area we're gonna need to go to.
I just need like directions. Like,
Well, it's about that way, and I kind of put northbound, and then
Don't know where we're going.
in, I have
Do any of us
an
have a map?
idea.
I mean, I have perfect sense of direction.
Okay.
I could always tell where north is, but like,
Does anybody have a map?
no. Do we? Do any of us? I mean, I'm a scholarly type. I don't know.
Oh shit. Okay. Do we at least know what which gate we came out of, like the south, north, or?
Went out of the northern gate. Because you guys were heading north.
Okay. Yes.
It's well, you see, I don't know the exact specifics, but I have a good idea. Okay, look, I don't know where we're going. I know it's north and it's in the mountains. I got a vision in my head of where we need to be, and I have the idea what it looks like. And when I see the valley, I will know that we are there.
Good enough for me.
Was there any specifics in that dream of yours besides just that key information? Like, was there things moving around, specific geography that we might be able to ask somebody if we travel along?
Maybe.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Kind of. There's like a waterfall and some other stuff happening, and there's a lot of waterfalls, and then there's like a river that they all fall into, and then behind one of them there's a door that goes into the temple, and there's a mountain. It's
So there's a temple up there.
it's a hidden temple
Temple.
behind a waterfall.
Even better.
Okay, waterfall. That's still good. That's something.
There's multiple
Gives
waterfalls.
us something. Well, you'll have to tell us which one it is.
When I see it, I'll see it. This will be fine. I have an idea of what we're doing, and I'm one moment, and I grab Arno and I bring him over to
Oh,
the side.
fuck. Okay. Hello?
I don't know why I'm asking you. You're the worst person to ask for more conjuring sort of issues.
Yep.
But
I am.
should I be more forthright about what I'm possibly leading us into?
What do you think you're leading us into?
I'm not entirely sure, but like it has
Then
to
just
do.
say you don't know.
It
Yeah.
has to do. Well, I have an idea because it has to do with Imos.
Do you trust Demos?
Now, see, and that's where the question is. I have a deal with Imos, and we are both bound by contract, and we have similar goals, but I wouldn't necessarily say, but I wouldn't not say.
So there's
Goes really good on the
slippery
day.
slope between.
Yes, let's go with that.
Well, just say you don't know what'll be inside. Only that you saw the vision.
Okay. And I stand back up from kneeling next to Ono, and I turn back to the rest of you. I saw it in the vision. I'm not quite sure what we're going into. It would be A-okay. Yes?
Why do you have? No, never mind.
No, go ahead. Ask me.
Why
I
did
am
you have to go off to the side and talk to Arno?
I don't know. She likes to do that. It's kind of flattering.
Here's the... I don't know if you... Do you have parents?
I do, but I wasn't really able to see them.
Exactly. Now, did your neglectful missing parents, did that cause you issues in your own personal moral code growing up, and your wants and your desires are kind of all up in the air because of that?
No, not really.
Well, then you're lucky, because that happened to me. So sometimes I find myself going, what should I do? And there's one part of me that goes, what would my parents do? And then I think I should do the opposite of that. But then I think, no, that sounds too bad. And then I'm like, Well, who do I know in this group? And no offense, but
Taking
he's the
offense right now.
oldest.
I'm
So
taking offense
obviously
right
he
now.
has
A lot of offense.
he has life experience. He is like you're supposed to be supportive of your elderly. They have knowledge because they have lived. Yes?
I mean, you're not wrong, but at the same time, it is a specific perspective because you could probably ask Exiden, and his lifestyle could be completely different from Arno. But
Fine.
I'm not gonna argue
Fine.
against that point.
Excellent.
Yeah.
If I have the
boy.
vaguest idea of what we should be going on, but it could be totally false. And even then, I'm not entirely sure. Should I describe what this is?
Describe what?
The thing we're going to, which I don't actually know, if I'm being honest. I have an idea.
It's better to have an idea than going in blind.
Very well. I am pretty sure it's a room, and that I'm assuming, and there's going to be a magic spell thing in it, and a ritual that I will have to do. And afterwards, I will grow in power.
That's fascinating.
I think. I'm not entirely sure. It's a temple to Imos. Imos was great, and he is magnificent. But he once was captured, and then now he is less magnificent than he used to be, so this is trying to get him more. And as he grows, I grow, and eventually we will grow together, and then it will be magnificent.
Oh, is somebody like you work with, like you believe in?
Sure, let's put it that way.
Let's put it that way.
All right.
It's more like a business deal than it is a belief. I mean, I believe in him because he's real.
Alrighty. Sounds interesting enough. You've been kind enough to this party, so I don't mind helping you out.
And I will bring you all with me to my train to greatness. Yes. It'd be great. It'd be fantastic.
Sounds fun.
Of course it will be. Let's go find a temple.
Exactly.
Waterfalls and temples too.
Yes. There might also be some water shenanigans happening there, but that's okay. Everyone should just learn how to swim, just in case.
I'm a very tiny man, but sure, yeah.
You can
sure.
float.
I
Exactly.
can try. Yeah,
We'll make it work.
I'll be fine. We'll make it work. Well, let's get moving.
You guys travel north through the farmlands. Take a look at my map here. We're just taking like a rough trail, one of the old Empire's trails, worn down throughout the decades though, after the last war. It weaves through the wheat fields of places like Brittenburg. Small farm towns which support, the agriculture supports the main city of Stormbrook. You guys, one day goes by, and how we're going to just do it is I'll roll a d20. And every day, let me pull up the combat log. Every day that passes by, I'll start with a DC 15, and then we'll lower it down so it gets easier and easier for a random encounter to incur as we travel. And every day we travel, we have to use rations. Because I know Cece likes doing that stuff in the survival games. Hold on for a second. Let's load it up.
Do I have rations?
I don't think so.
You better.
I'm not sure. Do you have rations?
I'm not sure.
I have 2 things of rations.
Let me pull up. I think I have quite a bit actually. Let me pull up. Do.
I hope you're a good forager.
Yeah, I have 2 sets of rations. I have 2 sets of 2 rations is what I have. Sorry, 4 rations total, but they're not stacked into a single thing for some reason.
I roll a 20 so a random encounter occurs.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
People are traveling on the... Actually, let's kind of make it easy. Here. I'm going to pull this up.
So So you guys have everything on you? You got rations, you got anything specifically that you might need through this journey, possibly? Or some people missing out on stuff?
You guys have walked
maybe-
probably a good 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes outside of the city now.
Mm-hmm.
Sparse trees and farm. You guys are entering the farmlands. That's again support the main city as we're traveling north.
Hmm.
Alrighty.
Slaves in tow. So you guys are talking about who? So let's take a count before we start going into the rules and stuff. Who here does not have rations?
Hold on.
I forgot, as part of scholarly books and the scholarly pack, you don't get that.
Master,
It's
aren't
not
you great
fine.
enough to conjure food?
I wish I was. Maybe in time.
I have
Yeah.
5, but I also have to hunt animals. Small ones. Or maybe Cece will let me use her slave.
That is true. She that's up to Cece.
Don't drain her dry, you.
No, just a little.
So Arno doesn't have any rations. So every day you have to mark off rations. So we're just traveling north. What I do is I have my hex map from World Anvil. Each hex is a day's travel on essentially on the normal stuff. If we start traveling through difficult mountains or swampland or anything like that, it doubles. Just to simplify it.
How do you want to do foraging attempts so that not the whole group is everybody rolling their own, or you want to do it the same as like a skill check?
Is it like a survival or is it like
If it's
Make
nature, I
nature.
have a chance. If it's not nature,
It's
I
definitely
don't have a
survival.
chance.
It's definitely survival.
It's definitely
Fuck.
survival.
my nature's over it?
My nature is
Who
my
is
good
proficient
one.
in
My
survival?
is my bad.
Who is proficient in survival?
6.
Oh, when the one time you want a ranger.
Man,
Well, yeah, because you're
Outlanders will
traveling.
be excited now. Man,
So how you can tell if you're proficient is on your D&D Beyond sheet. There's a circle. That circle is filled in. And that means you're proficient in that skill. And you get your proficiencies from things like your class or your background.
I'm
Yeah, I've got nature.
proficient.
not
I'm proficient
survival.
in cook's utensils. That gives me any kind of benefit.
Well, definitely when they actually are able to hunt down the deer and stuff like that.
Okay.
Make a good dirt soup?
So nobody is proficient in survival, correct?
No.
No.
I
My
don't-
survival's just okay, but not like no efficiency to it.
So what we'll do is we'll say one person can roll. They cannot roll with advantage because nobody has proficiency in it, right?
But I can give guidance.
Guidance, survival, it takes them longer to do that. Like they're out there for a while. But Adeline probably could, like, you know, her hand is like on your back, I guess. And Adeline is out hunting with you, correct? When you guys
Sure,
basically
I
set
will
up tents and stuff, like set up camping to go out and hunting and foraging for the night?
Fine, whoever's going out to go get food, I'll come with you. I'm not very good at finding it, if I'm being honest, but
Anyone
Imos and I can bless whoever goes out.
anyone
Yes.
good at survival? Because I'm just okay at it. Got
I
plus
am
2.
not.
So I guess
That is
I'll
put
do
it
it.
like that.
Who is
Plus
like,
1.
who has like the history of like hunting at least? I know Istra does, right? A little bit.
I hunt people.
I mean, I would have a history of like scavenging, of like trying like.
Why can't I get Goodberry? Oh. Oh.
Because you're not
Maybe
a
I should
druid?
find the
No, I don't get druid spells. Fucking damn it. Damn it.
I'll give it an attempt though. give it an attempt.
But yeah, just who has the highest, like, plus to it.
Yeah, I have a plus 2 to it.
Probably
If
Thessalian then.
because you're the highest then.
Yeah. So just roll.
I will will be coming
Well,
with you, so I'm with
yes.
you the entire
So-
time as you're hunting for food.
I'm going to just push up the time by 5 hours before we have to rest, correct? So we're pulling it up by 5, or do we want to push it?
Reason to push it.
No, yeah, no reason.
We're not in any rush, are we?
I don't know, are you?
No, the only rush.
I don't personally.
The only
know.
rush that we would have is since they know we left in such a berserk way, they can
assassins.
send out assassins, horsemen, stuff like that. So if you push it, there might be a higher chance of them not encountering us. If they decide to send out guards, that would be the only good thing. But if we think they're not going for that and like have a different scheme up their hand, then we can risk in that way too.
Whoever put the tracking sigil on Al Capone knows that we are outside of the city now.
We took that off.
We took it
We
off
did, but it
outside
was
the
after
city.
we. Yeah, it
Oh,
was when we
no.
were outside
Yeah.
the city.
Yeah, so I mean,
So they know we're gone, but they don't
Yeah.
know where we're gone.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, we could
They
have
don't
been
know
up
which
for a bit
direction.
and we could have gone back into the city, and they don't know that. But I mean, chances are,
Did we go like off the trail, or did we?
well, I think immediately after we left the city, we noticed the sigil on Al Capone and took it off.
It was like immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they probably knew that beforehand too, knowing that one of their sigils got burned away, so it just magically disappeared from them. So
Yeah.
from the mail that we burned. So, I mean, we should make this a vote, but I think we should push it.
The skies
Just
are
in case.
beautiful and clear. What are we voting on, Dicillion?
Following on if we should push past for the 5 hours or not.
Yeah, every hour we just make con checks to take stacks of exhaustion.
Yeah. I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
vote no.
Okay.
I don't think we should, purely because if we do and we get jumped in the night, we're
Yeah, we're all
We're
gonna have
ruined.
stacks of exhaustion. Yeah.
So let's not do that.
So let's kind of
I mean-
review also watch at night rules, just to kind of specify it. You guys have probably seen Critical Role and how he does it. They usually have 2 people watch. There needs to be 3 shifts, I think, right? Of typically 2 hours to rest for 6 hours in total. Usually they in Critical Role they have 2 people watch, so they gain advantage on the perception roll.
Alrighty. I'll take first watch since
I am proficient in perception, so I can give advantage to whoever has it.
as
I
am
will-
I.
So I will go with Dicillion, because Dicillion, you have proficiency in it, correct?
I'm also proficient as well.
I'm practically blind, so I ain't helping anyone.
We should, at the minimum, pair off with people who can see in the dark and the people who cannot. Raise your hand if you have dark vision. And I will raise my hand up.
The Larno.
Anna and Istra.
And
makes perfect
Leo raises his hand as well, the slave.
Oh,
that's a good point.
Useful.
very useful. Second thing, who is good at keeping watch? In theory, I have been trained and I know how to. I
So
will
does
be
Gilther.
I'll be
I have to double
honest,
check. Yeah.
I am not the best at it though.
Yeah, I'm okay
As
at
a
it.
character, I don't have a good bonus to perception, but I am proficient in it.
I have +2 to it.
+0, but proficient.
Plus
So,
3,
let's-
but proficient.
I've moved the time up to 5 p.m. I'm assuming that we're not pushing it and we're setting up camp, correct?
Correct.
Are we setting it like, so you guys are on the road, just traveling north, and you guys are setting up camp and so forth. You're still traveling through a lot of farmland. The valleys and the mountains come down. It's not that hilly, but there's sparse trees and vegetation. But Some of the farms out here are occupied, some are not. And they're vacant.
There's vacant areas too. I was thinking either we could set up a place somewhere like it's kind of hidden, so we're not in like the open tracks. So for my worry of people possibly being sent out, it's probably best to just be a bit sneaky, trying to show ourselves.
What if the birds have food?
Yeah, could I do an investigation to see if I could find any houses that are like vacant? Are they like within a reasonable walking distance to check on them?
You want to stay in a vacant house?
If yeah, we can find one.
Accident rolls an investigation roll.
Can I help him? Or
Sure.
My investigation's +7.
Yeah, so is mine. Yeah, we got +7.
But so see how it works, guys? Like he says the action, and so he rolls it because he's doing something. Yes, but you can help him, so he rolls with advantage.
Plus guidance.
How do you bless him with guidance, Adeline?
And I see him looking at it, it's like, oh, wait, accident. And I come over and I squish his face together like the thing's like, you're so good at this. Imos and I believe in you. Yes? Cap his face.
Let me go.
Cast.
Don't touch me.
Roll it up.
That's
Okay.
18 total.
I messed up. I'm in the wrong combat log. Oh boy. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, why is it in things?
Why don't I see your rolls? Because I'm in the wrong campaign, dummy. Cool. Nice. You rolled an 18. Sure. Let me just make kind of like how I like to do DCs and stuff, guys. Is I kind of sometimes just like, and I explain this to Accident, I'll make something called a counter roll. And I might add like a small minus to it. So it kind of makes it a little bit more variables and more variation. So I don't really set the DC arbitrarily as a DM sometimes. I roll a 4. Accident finds, a rundown house. He rolls well enough. You guys find a few of them. These must be like vacant homes. You see farmers out in the field plowing with ox and mules and things like that. But as the sun goes down, the farmers stop working, right? They probably get up at sunrise. But some of the houses are decades old. Rotten wood. Termites have infested it throughout the years. But you find a good one. A good enough one to stay in. That's just probably like a one floor, a few decrepit rooms, and what would you like to do?
I'm gonna set up to go to sleep in that.
Yeah, it's like kind of like equivalent to a cave or something, right? It's good enough. It's better than a tent. And you guys go to sleep. Who's taking first watch?
Sicilian and Admi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So you will, because it's whoever has the proficiency gives the advantage, correct?
That is correct. So to give advantage, you have to have proficiency in it.
Yeah. So Sicilian, you would do it with advantage because I have proficiency in it.
Before we do this, who wants to do the survival roll to try to forage?
That would be also me.
Sicilian.
So Dicilian and Exodus are going out hunting, correct?
Sure.
Okay, so they can't do watch. Neither one of them because they're going to be hunting for a couple hours. Do you guys understand?
So it's gonna be the first watch. Okay.
I will definitely be going out to the forge then.
Okay, then
I'll do.
Adeline
I can do a watch.
Adeline will wait until Dicilian's back for like essentially evening watch then. So then it will be.
So I'll take first.
Let's do like a little cutscene here with Dicilian and Exodus as they're out hunting.
Alrighty.
You guys are like found like a meadow, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys talking about?
So you found anything?
I don't know. I think we have to keep on looking, but I think I relatively know what could be out here, even though I haven't been much of a forager. I have been out and about when I was younger. Always been a bit of a rascal, just looking through the forest, trying to get myself into trouble. So I relatively know what common beasts that might be out here. So I know some tracking.
I left that to the others. I'm just here if things get a little dicey.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it.
Make the roll.
Up 5.
We're gonna starve.
Well, I mean, not now. This is just more like prepping if we don't get rations in time.
You see 3 elk, but they spot you, Dicillion, and they run away.
Can I do a step of the wind? Try to like catch up.
What does that get your speed up to?
It just gives me an additional dash. So I don't know. This is more of like a attempt.
They have a speed of 50.
Yeah, so that would make my speed 70, and I would still have an action.
Sure. How about let's make 2 opposing rolls. You make an acrobatics roll, aka your dexterity. I'll make one as well.
22.
I roll a natural 1.
Nice.
Which is a 1. You catch one of the elk. What do you do?
I immediately grab one of my ropes out and yell for accident, and I'll try to tie it up. Like,
Yeah,
I'll try to like grab it and get Exton to come and help.
I'll dash over and grapple it.
The stag is large. It has huge antlers, and it must weigh like a few hundred pounds.
Mm-hmm.
You tie it up, and you guys haul it back to camp.
All right, and I would say even before we do that, we would kill it.
You want to kill
So
it?
it wouldn't.
That's what it looks like.
I mean, do you think we should kill Exton? I think there's like it won't struggle. I mean, we're gonna eat it and cook it anyways.
Yeah, I already would have stabbed it in the heart.
Mercifully, you stab it in the heart. Its heart stops beating. Unfortunately, that means Istra can't, get her snack on.
That's a fair point, but
You guys are all cooking up the elk. Sorry, go ahead, Cece. Or Cece is, right? Because she has the cook's utensils.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Yeah.
What type are you making some elk burgers or like Joe Rogan would?
Sure, why not? I'm making some like I don't know, I'm making something with it. Shit.
What type of Italian dish are you making with it?
I'm making
Some meatballs.
some nice meatballs.
And some like stew and so forth, and some.
And like like a meat stew, a meat stew. It would be good, I think.
Al Capone is helping you out. Have we decided to remove Al Capone's brain?
Yes, because Cece is weirded out, but not weirded out, but she's kind of suspicious because Al Capone, when he had the tracking sigil on him.
oh yeah,
He was really weird about it because he was like, "Oh, do you have to take it off?" What, like as if for whatever reason. And CC is just like, "Hold up, that's really weird. 1, it's a tracking sigil. Why are you questioning that?" And 2, it's like, okay, if somebody messed with him, like CC's not okay with it. She's rather take the brain out and maybe there's something wrong with his personality chip. Who knows?
I actually have a better question too for that, Cece.
Yeah.
Who gave you the chip?
I bought it at the
merchants.
It was the gnome workshop.
You guys are like cooking the food in like an oven. No, not the oven, but in the fireplace that's there inside the house.
Okay. Yeah, so I bought it at the gnome's workshop. They happen to have one. I installed it, but perhaps the it's perhaps something's wrong with it.
I wonder if. Yeah, go ahead.
Look, sorry, go ahead.
I was just curious, like maybe somehow the king prepped that or something like that. So maybe he's in favor of the king, just trying to get tracking all around. It's just me scheming up possible ideas. Doesn't mean it is.
What does Al Capone say, Arno?
He can still talk?
Yeah, because they haven't removed his brain yet.
They haven't.
Oh, I thought we would have done it before talking about this. I thought.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Well, you're just talking about it with him there. I'm assuming he hasn't got his brain quite out yet.
Hey, you are removing my brains?
Well, you don't need it quite yet, darling. It's
I like
okay.
this brains.
It is, I need to upgrade it, and it means he has to come out first, okay? Okay. And, you know, Cece's gonna sit him down, and, you know, from behind, she's gonna uninstall the brain, and,
I don't know about this, boss.
It is weird, is all I'm going to say. No, usually if you have, if somebody put a tracking sigil on you, you'd be, very quick about removing it, but he was quite hesitant, and I am not okay with that. Also, out of character, I think, if it was from, what's her face? From the Thieves Guild? I'm not sure how it works, but like if you have a brain, then you technically have a conscience, right?
Make an insight roll, I guess. You're kind of asking a lot of stuff about this sigil, right?
Yeah,
and you know, about the relationships of the Thieves Guild.
Does that mean like if you have a brain, does that mean you can like be charmed or something? Or, like,
Make an insight roll, CC.
Okay.
Did you try putting it all together?
Never mind that one. She doesn't know anything.
Bountiful luck.
Oh shit! All right.
Man, that feat is really saving our
butt.
Well, it wasn't a nat 1. It's not a critical fail, but it's still really low. So, CC doesn't know enough about vampires to know exactly what's happening or if it happened. But she just knows that it's really weird, and she just doesn't like the fact that her creation is not listening to her immediately.
You open the chassis of the brain while everybody's here around like this little campfire, like around the fireplace. Everybody's kind of eating their own food up, and the chassis brain comes out. You pull it out, and you store it away. And yep. Al Capone goes mute once again. Sorry, Arno.
I'm sorry.
It was fun while it lasted.
Oh, maybe.
As CC doubts his true motives.
Let's go.
Listen, maybe later, he can talk again. But at the moment, I'm just. But
maybe you could study the brain and see if you can adapt it to your liking.
Yes, maybe I could adjust the brain so that it has the exact personality chip that I want.
Yeah, it's probably you could study it, or maybe you can bring it to a shop and ask somebody.
Yes, you're right.
Istra, are you eating any food, or how are you satiating your bloodlust?
Good. Can I bite anybody's slave?
Yeah.
I mean, I already been bitten, so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just take a little.
Gilther, do me a favor. Turn around, close your eyes, and just don't pay attention for a moment. It'll only sting for just a moment. It's not bad. It could be worse.
What is her thoughts on it?
I'm not so sure.
Do you trust me? If when I say it won't kill you, it won't kill you.
No.
This seems kind of weird.
Yeah, a little bit.
Telling
But
me, right?
you're also working for someone who is very outwardly keeping body parts and studying magic. So.
Yes, but we will become great benders, though, don't we? Do I really need to give up my blood? Master?
Hello.
Yes, you do.
Make a persuasion roll, Arno.
it blows my mind, Istra, to this day, that you thought you were going to be all secretive about this. Not really a secret now, is it?
No, she says. I don't want to disobey you or anything, Master, but this is just... There has to be rules and boundaries in place.
I mean, I'm totally fine with that. I've done it once.
Leo says, fine. And he walks over to Istra. And he says, make it quick.
You're letting another woman bite you. I see, I understand. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, so you're a biter.
I understand. It's fine.
Oh, you're a biter.
There's room enough for everyone here.
What the fuck? No. I am a happily married man, thank you.
You know, I'm starting to realize that you guys are very strange at times. Which is
You don't want to
saying
talk.
something.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about to
exactly.
say. We're just weird as
Par
you.
for the course.
Good
That's
company.
saying something, I guess, then, if she's calling us weird.
No, you're just very kinky.
Well, what? I'm not kinky.
You're letting a woman. You let Istra bite you.
There's a difference between sexually and necessity, okay?
You know, they say that, when you get your blood sucked, it feels good.
You never
How did
said-
it feel, Decilian?
You never said you wouldn't have accepted it either way.
Exactly.
This is true.
You never toned it down.
Well, yeah, because I'm being kind to a friend.
Oh, so that's fine. Okay.
He never questioned if it was necessary. He just kind of said okay.
No, that's fair enough. Is it necessary? Like, stare down at his show?
It is. It's like food.
Insight check.
What happens if you don't drink for the day, Istra?
I'm not sure. Testy. There is something about it.
It ain't fun.
What, do you, feel weird? Like, you don't feel as energized?
What if we removed a course from you? Would that get rid of it? Was this more like a body thing happening with you?
Might be curse. Might be considered a curse.
Is it
You
a
know, I
curse?
think I just might like it.
Well, that sounds a lot worse then.
Yeah, no. I'll have to look at the thing, the thing for the dampier, but I think you have to drink it every 24 hours or something like that, or something happens. I don't know. I have to look.
Just kind of one of those things, Istra, where we just figure it out as we go.
Yeah.
But fortunately, you've been able to satiate your bloodlust. For now.
Because bad
Who's-
things could happen.
Who's
if
taking
I,
the first watch, guys?
Don't keep it under control.
Me and Adeline.
You
Oh, I
can't,
could've
because you were
taken
kind of gone for 2 hours.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I'm second watch.
So you have to
I'll take
rest,
first-
kind of.
I'll take first watch. It's fine.
Arno just by himself?
Anyone else who wants to join me, I'm currently going to do some work. And you see him actually pull out, finally, the bag of body parts, and he spreads them out and begins to get to work with his
Well, I
research.
have a
You guys see the
Yes.
ghoulish body parts lay out. They've all been salted and dipped in some type of
For
chemical
sure.
solution and wrapped in
That-
certain leaves.
See, this is why I say you guys are a little weird at times.
It's jerky.
Yes.
It's not jerky! It's arcade experimentation.
It is what it is.
Is that what you call jerky?
How much of the elk did we eat, and how much of it can I stash for future meals?
Make a survival roll.
And it's
Can it be?
Make a survival roll.
Is it plus proficiency? Because that's
If you
a-
have proficiency, you just roll it from the character sheet. It's
yeah,
easy.
short from the character sheet.
It's,
no, I'm saying,
it's not a cooking
there,
check. It's,
there has to be something I could do with the stupid cooks.
It's just a
utensils,
survival.
otherwise
Yeah,
it's a
it's
stupid
just-
Can you
tool.
dry the jerky, I guess?
No,
Useless tool.
CC makes a good point. You can roll with proficiency because of the cook's utensil as you cook them
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Thank you. I was like, useless
Plus guidance.
tool.
Don't forget guidance. So add
Yes.
it's survival plus your proficiency plus a d4.
it'll be tasty as hell, that's for damn sure. Whatever you make.
Just
So
a one?
1, 2, 3. Hold on. 2, 3, 1, 14. Oh, I also have a racial feat where. Hold on.
What's your
Oh boy, the racial feats.
She. Hold on.
We're going to simplify it. We'll say CC rolls a d20. And this is how many extra. So nobody has to use their rations on the start of the day tomorrow. But CC rolls a d20 right now. Plus her proficiency bonus.
Oh, so whenever I make a Arcana check or an ability check involving artisan's tools, I can roll a d4 and add the number rolled. So
This is
D4.
considered to be a tool and not artisan tools, so that's incorrect. Why don't you roll a d20?
Cook's utensils not considered artisan?
No, it's considered a tool, not an artisan
There's
tool.
artisan tools and tools. Stupid.
All right.
That's the rules
Sorry.
lawyer of me talking.
No, I know.
It's okay.
Roll a
so we
d20
turn out
plus your proficiency bonus since you're using the cook's tools. And this is how many more days rations you receive from it. I think rations are 5 gold pieces each, so it's quite a bit.
14 plus 2 proficiency, so 16.
16 days rations. You can divide up amongst the party as you see fit.
Okay.
Basically jerky. But Arno, of course, gets it. He like slaps it on the table, and it kind of mixes in with all the body parts.
Oh man.
Yeah, he goes to take a bite.
Wrong one.
That's a finger.
A little bit of toenail in there.
No, I don't have any toes, thankfully. I've kept track.
CC, if you want to just write up in Discord who you give it to, that's cool too.
Okay, so we don't have to use rations tonight or tomorrow morning.
That's right.
Cool.
And then we have 16
There's a ration.
doses of rations.
16, plus the slaves have to eat it, correct? But you can still forage if you want to, and then rations are kind of weighty. So when you add them to your sheet, they have like a bit of weight to them. I think they're like a few pounds. Okay. So Arno's taking first watch, correct? Arno rolls a perception roll. Do you have...
I'm doing it alone? Alright.
well, I'm assuming your slave is doing it with you as well?
That's fine, yeah.
The slave
I
doesn't
do
have
indeed
any bonus
perception.
proficiency. She doesn't have proficiency to it, so she can't aid you in it.
Well, here we go.
And you roll it with disadvantage at night.
Oh, that's a natural one either way. Well,
Yeah.
I'm asleep, so.
Yep.
No
Alright,
encounter.
sit
No
up.
encounter happens. Who is on second watch?
Me.
Istra takes second watch.
I would. Who wants to go with
guess-
Istra?
I guess.
Istra has, yeah. Go, Cece, go with it because Istra has night vision, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Roll it up. Or you both can roll, right? I guess. If 2-player characters are up, they could both roll. But you both roll with disadvantage. Even with dark vision, perception rolls are made at disadvantage when staring into the darkness. Because all you see is faint outlines of blackness.
You might want to use your phone.
A little bit of lag, a little glitch in the matrix.
The roll at disadvantage. It's going. Oh, that time's all the way around.
And all of it's slow.
Oh, so I figured out how to fix the lagging dice problem on D&D Beyond. in the
How do you
browser.
fix it?
So you have to go into your browser settings, and there's going to be an option for to enable hardware acceleration, and it has to be enabled. And once you enable it, it'll fix the dice issue.
Is this in settings?
Yes, this is in your browser settings. Depending on which browser you're using, it might be in the advanced settings. But there is an option somewhere mentioning hardware acceleration, and just make sure you find it and enable it.
Is it so? It's in D&D Beyond or in the browser itself?
In the browser,
browser.
itself.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're using Chrome, it should be in like the settings.
I blame your guys'
settings.
crappy browsers then.
Yeah, no, I was able. Mine was on.
It was
Then-
on and still lags.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I wonder if I want to try it again. I turned it on and it refreshed everything. I turned it on and off.
It's okay, guys. What we'll do is tonight, there's no encounter. I was just going to have you guys roll to kind of put the evil DM trick to see, to kind of fake you out.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
The curtain is lifted.
The
Evil.
curtain is lifted. You guys are traveling on your second day north. And I'm just going to roll a d20 again to see if we have another encounter. I do. I roll a 15. So it resets back down to a 15 if we successfully roll an encounter. As we're just traveling north. Everybody makes a perception roll. We're still in the plains, within the kind of the southern tip, outside of Stormbrook.
Perception. Here we go.
Roll a 20.
Dirty 20.
Hey, welcome to the club.
10.
I roll a 16. So whoever beat a 16, all your dice rolls, guys, like D&D Beyond is just lagging hard tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna just do the best we can. Otherwise, we can just use passive perception. You know, just
One moment.
to help things up.
Just in case.
Does anybody else have a
my
passive?
physical dice?
Yeah, or use physical dice. That also
Just in
works too.
case. Just in case if it lags a bit too hard. I'll have
So
my
It's lagging
physical
hard.
dice.
Yeah. So
Did
after
you see
enable-
my roll? Because it's visible on my screen. All right.
Yeah, it's visible on mine is visible on my screen. It's-
I can
Anybody
see
roll
mine.
higher than a 16?
Yep.
I did.
Cillian and
Cillian.
Arno.
You guys are just kind of like, so Decillion and Arno, you guys are just kind of taking a break, you know, from walking the whole way.
Us little short folk.
Yeah, you guys notice almost like a cat-sized dragon. It's with butterfly wings. Has a sharp-toothed grin. It's probably about 40 feet away from you. And it's perched up like, it just kind of does that little butterfly spread where it's just like up on the branches and just
So
looks at you.
Look at. I don't know. Am I crazy or do you see that?
Like, how big?
It's the size of a cat.
Have I ever seen such a creature in books or anything?
Make a nature roll.
I got +7 to these boys. Let's go.
You're proficient in nature? That's crazy. What are you, a
Natural
druid?
20.
27. Wow.
You've heard of these creatures like this is some type of fey creature, right? Some maybe somewhat like a dragon almost. Has like a tail, almost like a few like claws. It seems to be pretty non-aggressive, and you know they are pretty intelligent.
I will wave a hand towards Decillion, step forward, and just bow.
I'll follow with them.
I will.
Before looking up and just giving it a little grin and a wink.
I will walk.
As you bow to
over-
it, so okay, everybody's kind of pointed this out. So how, when I relay information to the group originally, the rest of the group disseminates the knowledge automatically, right? Okay. So Adeline is doing what?
Is walking over to Arno, bowing and mimicking. It's like, Arno,
Mm-hmm.
do you know what that is?
Fae, yes.
Oh,
Little
great.
Fae dragon, yep.
Hey,
Smart, but not outright hostile. Just be very wary.
Arno, you hear a voice in your head.
Talking.
Arno hears a voice in his head.
Oh boy!
Another
There we
one.
go again.
No, it's not like the king, guys. Funny.
Or the spider.
Or the spider.
Spider.
It is what it is, guys.
Here's the pattern.
It says, "What brings you to the wood?"
I shall attempt to think towards it and respond. We are but passers-by.
Be gentle to the tree folk.
Be gentle to us human folk.
We will. And
You
it
have
just
my thanks.
it does like a little gesture in its own way, and you see it like just shimmer a little bit, and it goes invisible and vanishes.
Well, that was weird.
Yeah, don't fuck with the trees, guys.
So no more fire alarms, I guess.
It told me to be gentle to the trees. Be gentle to the wood.
It almost reminds me of those wooden.
It reminds,
elf people
it reminds
we've
me
met.
of the one wooden elf, yes.
Yeah. I wonder if was it in the north that we crossed them, or was that somewhere else in the south?
It was in the southwest of Stormbrook.
Okay.
Where you met
Admittedly,
the
it's a
elf,
little
yes.
It's a little spooky to see a fey creature on this plane, but
Yeah, what was that thing?
that was a fey.
Mm.
It's just
What was that? I don't know what Fae is.
you've never heard of the Feywild.
What is that place? No, I haven't.
It's time for an education. And you are going to proceed to get a very long lecture as to what the Feywild is.
Okay.
Gwen sits in amusement and just total admiration of you, Arno, as she's taking notes upon your lecture.
Still taking it full-heartedly. Here in this magical fantasy realm.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to push the time forward to the evening, really. You guys are all doing it. Does someone want to make that survival roll again, or are we just going to live off the elk's rations?
I think we can live off the elk rations for now.
Until we're out of these woods, we don't want to mess.
Yeah, I'd rather
Actually,
not.
you know what? We should at least attempt to for Ishra's sake.
True shit.
Istra wants
No,
to make a roll.
I am
Well,
curious
if-
about this. Ishra and I hold out my arm. Can you do it off of my arm instead of the neck? Or does it have to be the neck?
I can fight anybody anywhere.
Why the neck then? That's kind of weird.
Exactly.
Probably because it's more intimate.
Can you do the?
Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah,
No.
you do.
I just hold out an arm instead. It's like, can you do like the forearm or something? I'm a little curious about it.
Sure. And I'll just kind of.
Fine.
Like into your rib.
Is blood actually like that tasty?
You're right. This is kind of weird.
Kind of has an irony taste.
You never have a giant nosebleed.
It's just if I don't do that, then I can lose control, and that's not
That's
much
fine.
fun.
Yeah.
I wrap my arm a bit after you're done. It's like, it's fine, Istra. Everyone gets hangry sometimes. I mean, I once didn't eat enough food, and man, was I a bitch. Above what I'm calling it. You get what I'm saying.
So if everybody's using the elk jerky,
Yes.
then that's like 6 days of rations right there.
1, 2,
Nice.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Plus slaves, yeah.
Sorry,
So we have
8.
2
I meant
days.
8.
We
Yep,
have
you're
2
right.
days of
8.
rations in total.
Yes.
For everybody.
So
yes,
CC, you
and
can
then-
mark it down. 8 days are used. As you divvy it out, I guess, from your bag of holding
Yep.
that you've infused. How does it feel to be the accountant of the party? It is what it is.
It is what it is. I
Fortunately,
didn't-
Capone, even though he has no brain right now, he doesn't need to eat.
So useful. So great.
His gears whirl inside. He just needs a tune-up every once in a while. A new squirt of oil here or there, and he's good to go.
Yeah.
We're going to do a little scene. Everybody's kind of by the campfire, right?
Yes.
And I'm going to kind of just go around the table as everybody's kind of thinking to themselves. I'm just going to ask each player, like Dicilian, what is your character like as you're maybe being laid in for the night? What is your character thinking of? You know, what is his goals? Like, what's his ambitions? What is he thinking about at night?
Well, when he usually like goes to sleep at night, he like reminisces the past a lot, where he thinks about his time at the monastery, the great teaching from his master he's learned to make him the man who he is today, and all the buddies that he's made along the way. But he also thinks about that night of him being tossed in the woods from his family, been alone for quite a while, and thinking about that and imagining he wouldn't want that from anybody else to be in that exact situation. So his life goal is only to try to make people's lives a bit better compared to his.
You think about one of your master's teaching about how he used to beat you, you know, as a small person. And he said, you know, your size can be used to your advantage. You know, as you can like quickly move around and under creatures and expose their back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as he did that, he like sweeps you from behind and he knocks you on your ass. A painful lesson, but
Yeah, I laugh at the premise of that thought.
What is Arno thinking about at night? Like as he's tidying things up, looking into the campfire, in a moment of silence.
Home. Always of home. Always of the days long past, and of the days he wishes he could have back. But he cannot have them back, no matter how hard he tries. So he reminisces, he dreams, and no matter how hard he may try to fight off the dreams, every night the same dream of the same face, haunting him in his sleep.
What does your
He
wife
must have
look
her
like?
back. Oh, long dark hair, usually kept in a braid, and a plait down to her upper back. A smile always in place, matching spectacles to her husband's upon her nose. And there is a gleam in her eye constantly of that hunger for knowledge and the desire to share it with everyone she can. She is what Arno once was. She is what Arno should have been. And what Arno can never be.
What is Istra thinking about on this solemn night?
And about all of the family members she's lost and the life that she had. Basically, she's never going to get back. And
You saw your brother be turned by Alarion, too.
yeah. And knowing that he must be in a lot more agony than I'm in, as I only have half of the curse that he now has.
The blood
Is it
kiss
my
was
fault?
not completed with you, unfortunately.
Sad. But maybe she can make new family and new friends, and these people have helped her a lot. And she likes the idea of a secret place behind a waterfall. That sounds like something she definitely wants to see.
What is Adeline thinking of? Or what is her goals, her dreams?
Adeline, after she gets told that she's not going to be on, she will be on last watch, she will jump into her sphere.
Sure.
So it's sitting, sort of glowing, pulsing a bit next to the fire. But inside, she starts panting and breathing kind of hard, and she starts scratching at her arms, and she's like, okay, you can do this, Adeline. It's fine. You can handle this. We're all going, and you have people getting close to you again, and that is okay. You can deal with people. You can deal with everything's happening to you. You just have to keep calm. You can't let it out. Just keep it all the same. Emos, I know that you're not going to answer me because you're being you. Don't you ever feel like sometimes you just want to rip your cage open and devour everything inside and kind of just let the beast out? You know, go a little ape shit.
Yes.
You know, I wonder sometimes. I wonder. You know, I used to pray to gods. Doubt they ever hold you or hold me. Feel like if you join your hands in prayer enough, gods, it just sounds like applause. They don't listen. So maybe I'll take it from them. Maybe they don't deserve to hear anything anymore. But enough of that. It's all good. I think we're having a great time. I think this group of people will help us on our journey. We will get to the temple. We will solve the issue, the next step in our plan. Yes, everything will be just fine. Everything will be fine.
Like a little mist residually permeates in the air as you call upon Imos. It's warm, though, like spring water. What is Exodent thinking about?
So for now, I'm just thinking of the time when I ripped my father's jaw apart, made him choke on his own blood. I'm chasing that nostalgic feeling of killing those who have the arrogance to consider themselves a ruler. And all I can think about is doing the same to Ian Parnish. That's what I'm thinking about.
Badass.
Dang.
You think about maybe back to the throne room and what Arno maybe said to you about when he noticed Ian casting the spell with the copper coin. And you think about it because you're like obsessed with overthrowing this authority. And it's right. He was faking it somehow. Right? He's faking something. Something isn't right. And what's worse than maybe the king is some fraud that is a king, right? Claiming he is something he's not. What do you think about that, Accident?
I'll make him choke on it.
You just want to rip his jaw off.
And I hope it returns the same feeling that I got when I did it back home.
What is Cece thinking about?
Is still quite upset. Something has dared to touch her creation. Someone had dared to mark, just to even mark anything on it. And Capone had told her that Ilarion had called her greatest piece of work a pile of junk. Right? That a pile of junk, and she's like, how dare she? She's upset about Ilarion calling her greatest work something bad. She's upset that somebody out there who it could have been the king, could have been anyone, dared to put something on her creation. She's having a moment of where it's almost like it's a little bit almost possessive. A bit possessive of her work, of her creation. And she's just kind of, she's just having a moment of, figuring out how she could create something more, just create something more amazing, just so it's just perfect that she wants. If somebody messed with it, it's not perfect anymore. It has to be fixed. And she's just having one of those, what do you call that? You know how when artists become very very perfectionists, right? There's
Sure.
a little something off with it, immediately erase it. It's very obsessive, almost OCD behavior, but there's a method to the madness, all right?
Yeah, and Al Capone just stares at you while you sleep, in the chair, nonstop, and you look into his I want to say where almost his thigh is, and the chiseled out mark of where you remove this imperfection. Who could have put that there?
Yep.
Why did someone put it there? And how did you only notice it then?
Yeah.
You check Cal Capone daily, so it must have just put on that day, right? Because you're always tuning him up. So it must have been put on that day.
Yep.
I'll roll a random encounter as we all wake up and just kind of go through the next day through the power of D&D travel.
Ooh boy.
I will roll. So I'm moving the time forward.
And by the way, if even though it doesn't load in, if you refresh, it'll automatically pop up.
Oh,
Yeah, I
the
noticed
dice
that.
rolls?
Yeah, if you just refresh your browser.
Yeah. So I guess you should only do it when it's like a group
This
check.
is
so
no
you can
game
all-
activity yet.
Boom.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Um,
Gotta
D&D
love
is-
D&D Beyond.
Oh, no, there it goes. Okay.
okay. I did send you a link to a bot that
You're back.
if you invite it to the server, we can just roll on the on Discord. So.
Yeah, and how I understand Avri works is it ties into your D&D Beyond sheet, and then
Yeah.
the roll is just made in Discord, so I don't have to actually have you don't have to have the combat log loaded up.
Yeah.
I thought I almost crashed there for a second. You see
I
me
mean, but
glitch?
this is the first time I ever seen D&D bound like this, though. Hopefully, it's not a continuous issue.
Sounds like they're probably doing some.
I refreshed
local-
mine and it became up.
Apparently, recently, like, just like tech background stuff wise, apparently recently, D&D Beyond has had a lot of stuff that's down lately, and so they're probably messing around with like some background program coding and stuff here and there, so it's probably messing stuff up. But this is not the only thing, like the lagging issue. There's like other features that are not working properly right now.
Oof.
Yeah.
So when
We
you
are-
run
Much we
code
can do.
and then you wake the code and you have no idea what you're doing.
Yep.
We're
So you
traveling
skip one
quite
and
a,
then something else breaks.
We're traveling north. I rolled a 14, so no random encounter. But you guys have traveled far enough north now to the east. You guys see the Great Mountains. Who wants to name the mountain range?
Ooh.
Anybody want to name their mountain range, or are we going to leave that to the DM?
If you don't name it, it's going to be named after a textbook author in like 3 seconds, guys.
What?
Hey.
Oh,
Ooh.
hold on. This is a lot of pressure.
Whoa, wait, actually, quickly, do we know like anything that's probably unique besides the mountains above here? Like, is it very stormy? Is it very like dry?
Beyond
guess-
beyond the mountains, there's like the volcanic mountains, and the hills beyond that, in Windstrand and High Pass, or over the river.
I mean, there's waterfalls around this place.
You start to see the rivers and streams pour out. I actually didn't put that many rivers over here, but I should have.
I can. No, hang on. Ooh.
Called the Flowing Mountains.
The flowing mountains.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There we go, that works.
That'll work.
Yes, volcanoes and waterfalls. I mean,
Yeah, it'd be cool,
It
like in
flows.
between cobblestone.
Very cool, yeah. The
That
wild
day-
man.
That day is uneventful, right? So I'm just kind of moving us up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Day number 4. Rolling 18. So you guys have been having a lot of random encounters.
dang.
And now we're out of elk meat too.
We're in the valley. North of this valley is Barovia, right? This used to be this used to maybe be like an old dwarven road, where the dwarves and the humans long ago worked together and trade.
Ha!
So did the roads change at all? Or is it like a dirt path, or is it more of like cobblestone?
Like the dirt path, like dirt and the road is like almost one and the same. Think of like an old Roman road in Europe, something like that. Just something that hasn't been maintained. It's maybe wide enough for like a cart and a travel. Let's take a look here. Someone rolls a d4. Exodin rolls a d4.
Three.
3.
Watch one of the volcanoes erupt.
You guys kind of like the
eruptions.
volcanoes are way over the mountains, so over the flowing
Oh, I know,
mountains.
but like that would
3
be hilarious.
bandits.
Exit in, you guys are just walking as the mountains and stuff, and it's kind of getting more hilly. Over one of the hills, you hear like the thumping of something. It's shaking the ground. What do you guys do?
It's getting closer, it sounds like.
Not really. It's just
Or
like
if we stop, it would sound the same.
everybody stops.
Yes.
It's probably like 200 feet away.
Okay. I guess somebody can peep over the mountain, see if we
The
can
hill?
see over the top of the hill. Yeah.
Can't see anything.
It's like over a hill or something.
Oh, okay.
So we have to continue if we want to see it.
Or scout it out. Or ignore it completely. It's totally up to you.
Oh, yeah. Is it, can we switch, is there enough room where we can, like, sidetrack the mountain, go around it, or do we have to take an entirely different path?
I'll roll a d20 to see if it's coming at you. If I roll high, it's coming at you.
Also, it's a good thing.
Seems to be moving
Maybe.
like farther away from you.
So perhaps we just continue on our path and hope we don't run into it and it doesn't run into us.
Yeah, I wouldn't really trust something that sounds like it's moving and it's making us vibrate from all the way over here, so...
If it sounds like it can crush me with one of its feet, I think I'd rather stay away.
Yeah.
I am very small.
What is your bird friend, Arno?
Oh, I mean, I've just let him rest for the last while. Snaps his fingers. You want me to send Barnabas over to look? He's been a good bird.
Oh,
Hi,
yeah.
Barnabas.
Forgot you had that little bird friend.
Could
All right.
Barnabas do
Go
this
on,
within a
Barnabas.
minute? Wait, Barnabas, come back. I want to.
No, okay. You can come back. He's not. He listens to me. There's a mental
Just-
connection.
I was just going to give him a couple pets and bless him with a little bit of Imos'
There's a-
magic.
As it
You bless
perches on your
Camille?
shoulder and just nips at your ear.
Yes, you are very cute. Good luck with your eyesight. I believe in you.
Do you want to make a perception roll with
Yeah.
this guy?
And he has guided.
Ugh.
Hey, he does
I
have
don't know if
guidance.
you can guide a fae.
I will try anyways.
Let me look up the owl. Cause
I touch one
always
willing
close the
creature.
thing.
Is it a willing creature?
Yes,
Actually,
it
I
works.
suppose it would be. So
It does
yes,
work.
advantage.
Then
Roll
it
a perception roll with advantage, because I believe a hawk has advantage with perception, correct?
Owl. He is an owl.
Oh, my
currently,
bad.
yes.
Yeah.
But still, yes.
Because fly by. All right. I feel roll perception. Well, technically, he only has a +1. Is it my eyesight or his? Is the question. I
You
believe
use
it's
his ability stat block.
Right. So I just rolled
With
2d20
advantage?
and add
Yep.
+1. Well, that's a 9. So
Plus D4.
let's hope we get a 4, guys.
You guys have all you guys are like entering these
Oh,
mountainous
nice.
hills where the
That's
you
a
know
10.
the pathway goes north. You guys are now starting to deviate off the path, you know, into the mountain range where the flowing
I did
mountains.
not mean to hit that. Please ignore that I hit a D20.
No, it's
by
okay. I
accident.
can't even see the roll. I'd have to probably refresh it. So you just have to tell me your rolls, guys. It's okay.
That's all right. That's
Unfortunately, it takes like, you know, you're flickering, your eyes are going back and forth as Barnabas is flying through the sky. Somehow you've lost track of this creature. Do we want to spend more time trying to track it?
No, I think I'm good. I will call Barnabas back.
Yeah, it's
I got
unnecessary.
nothing. I don't know where he went. But he's going away at least, so
Yeah, it's at least leaving from the direction we're coming from, or going to, then I think that's fine enough.
speaking of which, where are we going? From here, we've hit the mountain range.
Does any of this landscape seem familiar?
Let me check. And I kind of pick up the sphere and I put it in Honor's hand. Just hold that for a few moments. I go into it.
Finally, I can make the Arcana check.
Adeline just starts to turn into vapor and mist. Just goes right into the sphere.
Yeah.
Well.
It like jerks in your hand a little bit as she goes in.
There's now like an eerie blue pulsing sensation happening in it. Like a heartbeat. And every once in a while there's like that sort of water vapor mist that sort of flows out of it that's kind of heavy and like sort of flows on your hand and stuff. And as the longer you hold it, some of it tones back to water on your hands. Now your hands are getting kind of wet.
Arno, do you read Celestial? Or Primal?
I believe I do. Yes, I read Celestial.
Okay. What do you want to do, Adeline?
Inside of it, I go, and I walk up straight to the pool of water, and I tap the water a few times. Imos, honey, we're at the mountain range, and before you said, go to the mountains, find my temple, go behind the waterfall, and stuff. And now I'm realizing that was a little vague. Do you have any other directions other than mountains? We're at the mountains, north of the city.
You see like your reflection in the pool as it ripples, and then the ripples start to change, and then you see Emos there. Emos says, and he like is looking away from you. Emos is like 130-pound Asian man. That's the best way to kind of describe him. But his hair is blue, tipped white, I believe. And he has like a toga on that's also made of blue. And ever so elegantly, he is wrapped in, or he has 2 golden bracers around him. And he turns to you and he says, you just need to believe.
Emos, that is not helpful directions. I believe in my magic. I believe in you that you have magic. What sort of belief are you talking about? Is this the same type of belief as I would believe in gods when I was younger? Because you know how I am about that.
We are gods! As he kind of like,
Exactly.
and the water in there starts to drip from the ceiling onto the puddle, onto the fountain. You see it dripping all around you. And
Adeline does not flinch, and she just sort of lets it come into her face. And she's like, I know that.
your makeup starts to run.
Yeah. I know that. I know that you're gods. I know that we will be gods. That is already decided upon. But the intricacies of how your magic works was never truly explained. Oh, is it magic like how a god gives a cleric magic? Is it knowledge or is it inborn? You never fully explained it. I've been going off of what I know. But even I am not that good yet. I am not Arno. I have not studied for centuries.
The vision changes. And you see like where you are, like almost like a scry, you know?
Yeah.
And it points east.
Thank you.
And the vision like fades as Emos is too weak to continue this divination.
As he fades back into the pool, it's like,
The water starts to drip less in the
yeah.
room.
I bend down and kneel next to the pool. It's like, I promised you, in exchange for this power, in exchange for my wants and desires, I'd get you what you want, and you'll return to glory. Never doubt me again.
What does Arno want to do now?
And I
What else?
It's up to you.
Shit! I was going to inspect the orb and try to figure out if it is in fact something pertaining to what I suspect Adeline might be doing.
Yeah,
And
make an
if
Arcana
there is
roll.
if there is Celestial on it, I would like to read it. That's a 17.
It says in Celestial, we warriors of light. Encase Emos here.
Oh, this is good. That's all I need to hear.
Do you guys want to do anything before we go into the next day?
Well, Adeline eventually will come out of it. Her makeup is totally ruined. Her hair is kind of red, and some of her clothes are kind of like dripped in moist and stuff. And she's using a prestidigitation to kind of dry herself off and clean it up and stuff. And she returned to Ishtar.
She's a hot mess.
I'm a hot mess right now. Do either of you happen to have a meal?
I'll just snap my fingers and there's an owl on her shoulder just nipping at her ear.
Thank you, Istra. And I take out a cloth and I will clean up my makeup and stuff and take it out. I was like, you ever have one of those relationships in which you can't get rid of it, but sometimes they just piss you off?
Oh, yes. So that explains why your makeup was running. I get you. I understand.
No, I wasn't quite. No, he threw water at my face.
Oh.
Water?
I think that's a toxic relationship. I think we need to talk about your relationship problem.
I think you need to break up with them.
I think you need to break up with him as well.
This is a business deal. We signed a contract.
God.
That's bad business practice.
Well, it's not like I'm any nicer to him than he is to me. So it's fine. We're using each other. And it'll be great. It's just a little water. I can do it.
If she has a contract with this man, either she's married and we don't know, or there's a safe word involved.
Marriage is it's just another form of contract.
I give the meal back to Istra, and I go, it's like, oh.
I'm still just holding the bowl.
I go and I pick it back up. Thank you. And I tie it back and chain it back around my things. Like, okay, good news is I know where we're going. It's east.
Let's go.
That way.
Now let's
Did
go.
Arno relay to us what he saw?
No,
Red?
no,
Okay.
not at all.
Yeah, I would believe he would have said that if he did.
Arno does not relay that at all.
Okay, we're
Arno
going
is
to the
keeping
next
that one
day.
close to us. That night, actually, I'd like to pull Adelaine aside,
Ooh, fun.
either during a watch or something.
Sure, we're at the
Yeah,
night.
Yeah, we do watch together.
Sure, what do you guys want to do?
So,
Yes.
just letting the eyes roam. What is he?
Imos.
Yeah, you made a deal with something dark.
I did.
Yeah, what is he?
I think he's one thing, but I haven't confirmed it yet. It could be something else. But frankly, I don't know if I care about what exactly he is.
Because that little bubble of yours says he was sealed.
Oh, I'm aware. I read it as well. That's the reason why I took it. My parents came home after an adventure and stuff, and they had been letting me in court for a while because I was a little baby. Not that they ever let me do anything. They'll complain when I have it advanced enough for them. Anyways, we get into a fight. It's whatever. They go see their relations with the king, with the sultan, and I'm at home by myself. I go digging through their stuff that they brought home. I don't know. Occasionally they would do duties for their god, and one of the things they brought home was this. And I looked at it, and I was thinking, and I was mad, and I picked it up, and it read. You know what it says. And I was like, I bet it'd piss my parents off so much if I took this, so figured out what was in it. And then the voice came, and it stuck around for a bit. And I might have made a deal too. He complained about my things, he complained about his. I said what I wanted, he said what he wanted. And maybe I thought, oh, that's fine. It's not like we're ever gonna make a deal or anything. And then, lo and behold.
And you make a deal. I know. I almost went down your path.
My parents leave before my birthday and all that fun stuff. Because, oh no, the god's duties to random people were more important than their child. So, you know, I'm mad.
Nothing
I'm
is more important
upset.
than
I pick up the thing out of the locked room that they think I can't get into, but I've gotten into since I was 5. I pick up the thing and I was like, how about that deal? So I make the deal. And it goes a little bit like this. I grow him in power, get him back to what he once was before he was sealed away. And in return, I get some of that power and we show it in the end. We become magnificent if we're being humorous. We get stronger. We maybe displace a couple guards. It's not like they would ever care. They leave you when you need them the most. They never answer. And they never care. So why should I?
Why should you? The world is beating you down. Why should you give a shit about it, right?
Exactly. And after all, I have my own things. When I get strong enough and more powerful enough and I'm up there, maybe I'll make a rule or two about slavery. You ruin so much potential when someone is entrapped. They can't live to their fullest. Now, if someone's
you
free
too are
and they don't-
shackled. Yeah, you're shackled too. You just don't have physical ones. Or arcane.
Do I?
Yours, he's gonna reach
And
up
I-
and just point and just gently nudge her chest. Yours are right there.
Actually, they're right here. And I pull out my sleeves. There is a small sliver golden bracelet that's shown to be,
Oh,
it's continuous. And I put on the one too. It's like, after all, a deal is a deal.
oh, I thought it was like emotional change. Oh, you have actual. Okay.
Yes.
That's a bit more. I meant like once you.
No, I
let
get
go-
what you're saying. I'm well aware that I have issues.
There's nothing wrong with having issues, kid. I've got dozens.
It's fine.
I'm not gonna look down on you because you did something, made a deal. I would have done the same, in all honesty, if I hadn't been so studious before I had my needs.
I'm a little jealous of that. You know, I wanted to go out and do that, like my parents. They're all like, oh, magic should be given to you by gods and all of that stuff based off of your faith. And no matter how faithful I was, none of that magic came. But I was like,
Faith
you know
is a
what,
lot
you
of
can...
bullshit.
Exactly. So I wanted to go study. The Sultan's library was fantastic. He had arcane people under his thing. I was like, you can let me go there. I can work like that. I can do that. And they're like, no. So, you know, shit happens.
Anyways, I'm not gonna look down on you. Just be really, really careful.
Oh no. What's the point of being careful when you want to change the world?
Because what good is changing the world if you're not there to see the change?
When you can see it in the afterlife, when your parents are there, when you can slap them in the face and go, ha! You failed.
You know, as someone who specializes in death, the afterlife isn't all it's cracked up to be.
I'm starting to get that.
Don't die, kid.
I'll work on it.
Arno, make a religion check.
Oh boy. Religion, huh? That's just a natural +5. Oh, that's a 7. Yeah.
Unfortunately, you're not. It doesn't come to you immediately. Whatever it
Fair
was. But in the distance, I don't know how the sound effects. You hear a dragon roar.
Oh, fuck.
You don't see it, you just hear it in the mountains. Echoing
doesn't-
in the valley.
Oh no!
Yeah,
You hold that, right?
yeah,
You guys keep it down. Trying to sleep over here.
We wake
Yeah.
up from that sound or no?
No, not yet.
It's totally up to you,
Is that his
CC.
head?
Huh?
It's up to you, CC, if you want to. Do you?
Should we tell them? How far in the distance do you think it is?
It's difficult to tell.
I'll be honest.
It
If a
echoes
dragon
throughout the
wants
whole
us dead,
mountainside.
if a dragon wants us dead, it will kill us one way or the other.
Well, hopefully that promise to you about not dying isn't broken so fast.
Guess we'll have to find out and see.
Should we wake them?
Nah,
Yeah, it's fine.
it's better
fine.
they don't stress.
Yeah, exactly.
Besides, maybe it's one of those good dragons.
It
Maybe.
could be one of those good dragons. And you know what? If it is, we'll put Distillery in the front because he is the good person.
Yep, he's the good one.
And if it's one of the bad ones, I will
if
try
it's
to talk
one of
to
the bad ones, we are fucked.
Well, fucked. Oh, I will try to convince it.
I thought
I
this
don't
was an
know
evil
how.
campaign, guys. If it's a good dragon, aren't you still fucked? Because you guys are evil?
Not if we get the good person in front.
Exactly.
Accident?
If it's
Yep.
no accident,
No,
Distillery,
wait,
go on
what's
first.
Sicilian? Yeah, well,
Yeah,
don't.
Cillian.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're both good.
Yeah.
we just
If
kinda
it's
concede.
one of the bad ones, you and I, you talk about raising the dead, and I will lie my ass off.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
figure something out.
Yeah, we'll figure out something out.
Would you guys like to do
Traditional
anything
way.
before the we go off in the morning?
Nope.
Anybody else want
well,
to do
I
anything?
guess-
Cower in fear at the thought
Aren't
of a
we,
dragon.
since we're done with CC's rations, we're back on to our rations again. Right?
The mountains are a
Yeah.
lot thinner, so the survival rolls made probably with disadvantage
Mhm.
as we're
But I
traveling
will
through the
walk-
valley side.
I will walk with you and give you guidance while you're hunting for stuff.
We want to still try to hunt?
Are we? I
Or are you
know.
gathering?
I guess at this point, there's be more of gathering because there might be more bushes and berries rather than animals. It'd be much harder for animals rather than. I guess a better question is: this mountain have a lot of vegetation since it's full of like waterfalls and rivers?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess it does.
But yeah, but I
mean,
would guess
that-
you would be
and
harder.
the ashy, like fertile soil of the volcano would probably help.
Mhm.
Make a survival roll with disadvantage.
Alrighty, but with guidance.
With guidance, that's correct.
Okay, so
We'll say the DC is 12.
disadvantage roll.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
With guidance, so they'll work either way. That's 11.
So you got it. So I'm going to say
Yeah.
roll a D4 plus your proficiency bonus.
Proficiency is +2, D4. That is a 5.
So you have 5 days rations from gathering.
Oof, I think I have a good amount of berries.
It's probably like 3 or 4 pounds of berries. That's a lot of fucking berries.
Berries, maybe some veggies. Oh,
Yeah. Do you want to use some of those rations up? Are we handing them out to some people like Arno, who has no rations, and the slaves?
I don't have any.
Since we
I
just
did
straight up
borrow
left
some.
town.
yeah, I'll give Arno some berries, some of the veggies, and I'll give him like a bit of meat so he get that full meal course diet.
That old man diet.
So mark the rations on your sheet now, if you haven't already. Correct?
All right, so I guess I'll keep track of it then.
Mm,
You know what? I'm just gonna give it straight up to Arno. Give him 5 days worth of rations.
Okay.
And then I guess the rest of us are using our own stash.
Yes.
You have your own stash, that's correct.
Yep. So I guess I'll be using 2, one for myself, one for Leo.
Istra makes her own survival roll, right?
Question mark.
Use me.
man.
You guys pass under an archway. Must have been developed by the dwarves a long time ago. Decrepit, it's broken near the center. There's a crack. The mountain is somewhat lifeless. The sound of like hawks and owls and Maybe a goat or two out there.
Goaded.
The tips
So,
of the mountains are
Adeline.
snow covered. Sorry, accident. What'd you say?
No. So, Adeline, does any of this ring a bell?
Remind me, I should get a
I
bell.
don't DM. Doesn't ring a bell.
Roll a survival roll.
Oh, scheiße.
Oh boy, we're going to be here a while.
Yes, because that's a 3.
Doesn't really ring a
Right.
bell, but you're just walking east.
Fine. And I take off the thing. Again, hand it back to Anno.
No, don't.
Constantly do that.
Well,
Don't.
what else?
We can find our way. We just gotta look for the waterfalls, right? We
Exactly.
don't
fine.
see any right now. Let's go find waterfalls.
Let's just
first.
keep walking until we
Arno
find
like
it.
spots a river.
Yeah, like follow
Right.
the flow.
Fine, we'll follow the flow to the river and hopefully we'll find a waterfall. Isn't that right? See? We're believing.
What did Istra
Wonderful.
roll?
Water, right?
Hi.
Istra, what did you roll for your survival roll?
Oh, I rolled a 5, so not good.
Yeah. Make a
Sure
con
you don't
check.
want my sickle
D-
cell anemia,
Do you
blood.
want to start? So Istra's just been feasting on the slaves. Is that correct? To satiate her hunger?
And a couple of times, a few of us, but yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you don't want
Adeline
my
at least
old man
once.
blood. Very thin.
It's kind of like one of those things in Silicon Valley where the guys are doing the transfusion with the young guys so they can
Oh my gosh, yeah.
so they can try to add a few more years to the life, right?
Really creepy.
Yeah, you don't want my blood.
It was
Yeah.
very, very worrying.
So do you need both food and blood, or just blood, darling? Istra.
Really say. It just says that if I don't get blood, that basically at some point I could lose control and
Go
Hurts.
feral.
yeah.
Do you still need to eat food, like rations?
I know I don't breed.
Oh, wait, what?
What?
Wait,
So that tell me like you could jump in that river, lay down there forever and be fine.
you don't breathe?
Fascinating.
You look at like Istra's chest, it's not moving.
Is there anything else that you can't do that normal people? I guess it's because you just assumed that was normal, but I guess
A
not. too much.
heartbeat? She doesn't have a. And, you know, Cece, you know, kind of like puts her ear up on Istra's chest. It's like,
Mhm.
there's no sound.
Well, I think there is a heartbeat, but she takes it from other people, right? Or is that wrong?
I know how it works.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess we would check if there's a heartbeat or not,
Yeah. Does Istra have a heartbeat?
because her body should still pump the blood around her if she still bleeds.
Oh yeah.
Does Istra have a heartbeat?
Yes, I guess I do.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
I would think it would be cold though. It'd still be cold to the touch.
Yeah.
You just like
probably.
listen though, Dicillian? You know, just out of pure, almost like with Arno's
I'm good with
curiosity,
medicine.
right? You know, of anatomy and so forth.
Do we just see this tiny man just like, you know, in Istra's
It's just like
boobs,
very
like-
faint.
Yeah,
Just
it's-
looking for a
Yeah.
heartbeat.
It's
lost
probably
in her
it's probably
boobies.
it's probably
very-
like that.
Why?
very faint and very slow. Like obviously not normal at all.
Oh my
but
God.
blood is still pumping.
Maybe like a 1 beat per minute.
I mean, you've seen Istra like
That's-
scale the walls like with no aid at all. Like it's magical for sure.
Yeah,
She
this
definitely
is-
has the dark gift.
Yeah. Are you alive? I mean, I guess. I mean, maybe. Are you alive with magic? I guess.
More than that. I think it's a good mix. Oh,
Yeah. It's quite fascinating.
because I'm not like a Larian or my brother. I can go in the sun and I sleep.
Fascinating. So if you don't need food, darling, what if you feed Leo and you can just drink his blood? You have
That's
food
fair.
on you, yes?
Fair trade, yes.
Leo, darling, got some food for you. And you'll feel good, I think, maybe.
Yes, mistress.
If you're into it.
So I hear that, when somebody sucks your blood, it feels good. If you let her suck your blood, she'll feed you food. What do you think?
Kinky.
Yeah, I thought so.
Right up your
bisexual.
alley. Right up your alley, isn't it?
All kinds of debauchery.
Yes.
Great, you got a permanent food source now, it's true.
Fantastic.
So we're feeding. He's like the blood bag, right, from Mad Max.
I mean, yeah. So I think
He's my blood bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So if you want to just like keep track and feed Leo, and he can give you his blood.
Wow.
We got it. We got it.
Apparently,
Okay.
a sex slave is useful.
More ways than one.
Yep.
Let
Are you
us.
thinking my sex slave was not going to be useful to Cillian? How dare you?
Not essentially compared to.
It's the.
Wow.
It's the next day, and the wind in the valley is more predominant. The rivers are getting more flowing through the flowing mountains, right? Is that the name of them that we gave them?
Yep.
And Adeline, you get the feeling that you are getting closer. Maybe. The rivers are more pronounced as you approach the summit of the mountain. You're traveling east. And Exodus rolls a d4 once again. Because I rolled a 14.
3.
Will we summon the dragon?
God, I hope not.
Yeah! Woo!
Level 4 dragon encounter. bring it
So,
on.
what did you roll, Exodus? Did you roll a 1 or 2?
I got 3. No, I got a 3.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is... Give me 1 second. Everybody
swear,
makes a... So there was 2 encounters left. Everybody rolls a perception roll. And I'll roll my stealth roll.
That one.
Bountiful luck. I'll give you
Okay.
bountiful luck.
22.
I'll just kind of roll with advantage, just for because you guys are traveling too, and you guys aren't stealthing. Otherwise you'd be moving at double speed. I'll roll now perception check with these guys.
Wow.
See if they kind of
everyone
spot
got a
you.
14.
Yeah, that is really crazy.
I roll with advantage because there's like a group of them. Exodus, you're kind of like leading the party, I'm assuming, right?
I mean, I don't know where we're going, but I'll be in the front to take any first hits.
You're just kind of like following the river up the mountain. It's not easy. It's like treacherous. The flowing water, you can hear it like... It's almost like it goes from like a rapid to a flowing stream. It's dangerous, but there's fresh water at least. You won't die of thirst. The snow must melt near the top. Or maybe it's just something more than that. You guys spot them. And they spot you. It's a pack of gnolls. There's probably a half dozen gnolls. And I think we're just going to put out the battle board. And you use your reaction.
Wow.
For the first
It's-
round of combat. Okay,
think
so
you already
Cece's
won
up
this then.
first. I will come back to her when she gets back. Dicillion is up.
Okay, are we in the new map? Yeah, okay, we are. So let me see. How far are we from the gnolls that we see?
Can you actually see you guys in the map? Because
Okay,
I've invited
I see it
you.
now. I had to move the map a
Yeah.
bit to see them.
So can you move your characters and stuff, guys? Can you see
Oh.
everything or what?
I can,
Yeah.
yep. I can.
Wait.
Also,
The
I
gnolls are over
totally
here.
still have control over
156
Istra for
feet.
some reason.
Okay.
I cannot control anything though. That's just odd.
I guess seeing them up
You can't
ahead,
control
I
anything
would-
right now because
Oh, I
Oh, your
can.
turn.
it's
yeah,
not your
it's
turn
not
because we're in
turn.
turn-based mode.
Yes.
Dicillion, where are you going?
Seeing this up ahead, that they probably have some weapons and bows or whatever. I'm gonna immediately start pushing up to the stone wall.
They scream out something at Noel as they all spot you and they point you. They draw their bows and javelins, and they're guarding a pass that you need to cross. If I would, I'd put the river down here. Let's see if I can quickly do it, guys. Watch this.
Oh, so that's the river?
See, I put the river down. See that? Did it come out?
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Expert DM time. But there's the river. You guys need to cross to get on your way over.
Alrighty. So I'll move to the first pillar because that'll be my full movement.
Yep, you get behind full cover.
Alrighty.
You want to do anything else?
I guess if anything, I'll just have that dodge action.
Exitins up. So you can hit the 1 key. You hit the M key, and then you hit the 1 key. I'm sorry. Was it the 3 key? I'm sorry. Damn it.
Two.
I dash
The 2 key,
to full cover on the other side.
Okay. Is your
That's
turn
the
over?
end of my turn.
Adeline is up.
All right, Adeline is going to move behind. Let's see, what's the movement? Is going to go right over here, which is about just under 30 feet. So
Okay.
about right there, and then as her action, she will sling an Eldritch Blast because that's with it. Now she's within 120 feet.
Cool. Roll it up.
That guy.
Alrighty.
That's a 12 to hit.
They have an AC of 15.
Okay.
Istra's up. You have multiple Eldritch Blastos. You have 2 projectiles or just 1?
One for now. It becomes 2
Istra's
at
up.
next level.
I can go 35 feet, so like that's like here maybe. And be able to shoot one of them.
Okay, you're going to try to shoot him?
Yes.
You're kind of out in the open, but that's okay, because it's getting a little crowded around those pillars. Around this, like, old dwarven archway. Go ahead and shoot. Do you have a longbow or a short bow?
A longbow.
Cool.
I should have rolled on my phone. Sorry.
You're good.
I have no idea.
You guys can also roll dice in real life if you want.
Oh,
Because
baby.
it's just laggy right
Yes,
as fuck
I
right
get to
now.
actually use my dice collection that I have way too many of.
Yeah, welcome to the club.
25
Yeah.
to hit.
Actually, I
They have
don't
an AC of
a single
15.
Dice set.
We're all
Like
nerds.
I don't have a single physical dice set.
CC offline.
Once you get one,
Yeah.
Once you get
Yeah,
one,
it's
you
Once I
not.
can't
get
stop.
one, I'll never stop. Is that how it works?
Yeah, it's an addiction.
Oh,
It's like crack.
no.
Which dice do we want today, baby?
I know. Do we want? I have to.
How
I
much
can't use
damage
my
you do,
DNA
CC?
dice.
I'm sorry, not CC. Istra?
4.
Is your turn over?
I want to make them my favorite foe.
Okay, you make one of them your favorite foe. Cool. This guy moves
That's-
up.
Whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, that's not Arno. Let's use big metal one today.
He sprints across the bridge. Are there no worthy champions? The gnolls shoot at you. Let's go to CC first because we skipped over her because she was on snack break. CC's up. She's up first in the initiative count. You're right here.
Thank you. Alright. How far away are you? That is a big number.
I
Right.
can't cast fireball.
I'm assuming your silencers are on unless you don't want them on. Right?
My silencer should always be on unless I say otherwise. I think
Okay,
that's
so
by
the
default.
range is limited, right?
Yeah, so so is each what do you call this? Block 5 feet?
Yeah.
Sorry. 85.
He's behind, this guy's behind partial cover too. Right? Because of the ledge. So he has +2 AC.
I see.
Is there no We're the champions. He has a glaive.
Help!
Cower before the might. What do you want to do, CC? 30 seconds.
Sorry. So I want to get within range.
Move your character.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that. Sorry.
You want to move 30 feet
right.
over here?
Let me go like right. Can I? Ooh.
So here's your movement right there. So like this is as far as you can move right here.
Yeah. I'm gonna move like right there at the edge.
Next to Istra? Okay.
Yeah.
He is 70 feet away from you.
70 feet away? Okay,
Yeah.
in that case, can I just shoot him with
Your crossbow?
Yeah.
Go ahead and shoot.
Or actually can I shoot him with my fireball?
With your cantrip? Yeah. Roll an attack
Yeah,
roll.
my cantrip. Yep.
Yeah, you stow one of your pistols and then you point at him.
Nat 20!
And a string, yeah, you come out and you hit him. Roll damage. A string of fire blazes across and critically hits him. So you hit him for 20 damage automatically, right? For 2D. You do max damage, right? So you 20 plus the 2d10. How much did you roll in the 2d10?
Good lord.
You have to tell me it, guys. It's just I just see ellipses on my end.
Yeah,
I can't even see the rolls.
Yeah, for the 2d10 I rolled a 19.
So minus 19, he's like critically hit. He's like almost dead. As this flame envelops him over the edge of the cliff.
Did you just deal 39 points of damage with a
38.
cantrip?
Because I did dash him up. Yeah, she rolled 2d10, right?
Good
and so it's
lord,
max damage.
woman.
Yeah, it's 20 damage. So max damage on the die roll.
Oh, yeah.
Plus she almost
That
rolled
was a
max.
Oh, wow.
Cantrip.
39.
What does Al
Good
Capone want to
lord,
do?
woman.
Al Capone.
This is how you wield fire, Arno.
Just you wait until I get fireball.
Let the shit talking commence.
If you can find it.
I'm gonna just move Capone near me and Istra right there, just so.
To give a disadvantage attack.
Yeah, just so to block if anything tries to like hit me from range or anything like that. And that should be everything I can do. Yep, I think that's it.
Yeah, okay.
For me.
All right. The gnolls up here, they all have longbows, but I'm just going to shoot them. A few of them don't have longbows. Yeah, I'm going to say they all do, right? That makes sense if they all have them over here. This guy doesn't, though. So they're going to shoot at you from across the ledge. They have 150-foot range. Let's see if they're in range. They are. So they're going to shoot at... two of them are going to... There's 6 of them. These 2 will shoot at Arno.
Damn it. Should have known.
Yeah.
Y'all left them behind. I don't have any
Shoot the
cover
little
at all.
target.
Attack 1 is a 5. Attack 2 is a 16.
Wait, total of 5? Something missed me?
I rolled
What?
a 2.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you're super weak on armor.
Yeah, I have an 8 armor class.
Just 2 piercing damage to you, Arno. As an arrow
Holy
strikes into
dude.
your toe.
And he's half dead.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh shit.
That guy went. This guy says, "I got you, boss." And he moves up and he helps protect him. This guy shoots at... I don't think I can see anybody. They actually can see Istra and them. I'll take the first attack with disadvantage against Istra. I miss because of Al Capone blocking. The second attack goes on to Al Capone. I roll an 18, so Al Capone takes 6 piercing damage as an arrow strikes into his neck. It sticks in his gears. You see sparks fly out. He makes no response. I think that's it. That's in my turn. Arno's up.
Okay, first things first. Get the heck behind cover. So that puts me at 25 feet of movement. Right around there.
Small feet.
Super duper
Big
small
brain.
feet. Gotta love small feet. Mm-hmm.
I'll duck behind so I'm got cover. And what do I want to do with this? Let's cast Mage Armor so I have actual armor class.
So here's how Mage Armor works for you, Arno. It lasts 8 hours. So unless you...
Yeah.
I'm just assuming before you travel out, you cast it.
Well, I wish I knew that earlier.
So you already have it on you, man. It's one of those benefit of the doubt kind of spells, you know, because it lasts 8 hours. So what else do you want to do, Arno?
I had not... Crud. Okay,
Do you want me to come back to you? CC's up.
Yeah.
That was bad.
I just want to say you're that typical caster who like thinks about everything right now. You're that meme. CC's
Fair
up.
enough.
Okay,
You know what? Fair enough. I'll cast it every morning when we travel. That'll do.
can I...
The power of the rules lawyer compels you.
Can I firebolt the same dude?
Yeah, you can try to firebolt him. I'm going to give him a +4 to AC, though. Because the
Oh,
other
damn.
Null's trying to help him out.
Oh, okay. Alright.
The other Null, like, sticks his shield out. He's like, I got you, boss.
I don't
You wanna
think I
attack him?
wanna go anywhere near him. Alright, how about... Can I move 1 second?
I can't do that.
1 second, sorry.
10 seconds, CC.
Sorry. Alright, I'm gonna move right there. If
Yep.
I move right there, then I can shoot him, right? Without...
Yeah, he's still getting helped, but now it's just +2 AC
Alright, cool.
instead of +4.
Awesome. I'm rolling 26 to hit.
Roll damage. Are you gonna kill this
10.
guy before I can even damage him? Before I you just
Damn
straight up
right.
killed him before I could even do
This is how
anything?
you wield fire, baby. Let's go. I don't even need
You killed my big
fireball.
bad already?
I just need a cantrip.
Oh my god. Pretty much. Don't even need the guns anymore. What does Al Capone want to do?
Capone is just in case.
He wants to move near
Seems
you?
like- Yeah, that dude is looking at me. You know.
Boss, no! Dacillian's
As
up.
he falls into the
Yeah.
river.
Right.
Splashes into the waves of the river below.
Okay, I need you guys to cover me. Now I'll run up to the next guy and I'll use Step of the Wind.
Okay, you want to move up to here, to this guy?
Yep.
You're gonna pay for that.
Yeah, sure, buddy. And I'll give him a good whacking with my fist.
Cool.
Oof, that is a 2.
Pathetic. You have to tell me your rolls, guys, because I can't even see him.
Yeah, that was an 8, so yeah, does nothing.
Exodin's up.
I'm guessing the bridge is 1 width wide.
I guess so. It looks like 2, but it's like pretty tight, you know, if 2 people try to cross it over.
Mm-hmm.
It's built for dwarves, man, not dragonborn.
I'm gonna just stay behind cover in my turn.
Okay, just being cautious. I like that. Adeline's up.
Just use dodge action.
Adeline
Yeah.
will move over a couple of spaces.
Okay. You want to be behind this cover right here like this?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna duck out, cast Hex on the guy in front of
Bacillian.
Cillian. Because that's up to 90 feet and that's within 90.
He's hexed.
And I will make him disadvantage on strength, on everything strength based.
Okay.
Because now he's hexed by me, and then I will cast Eldritch Blast at him.
Got my little sound effects up for you.
Yep. And now I get to roll with physical dice. Okay,
Physical
that
dice
is
time.
Yeah, 18 plus 6.
Yeah, that hits him for sure.
Yeah. So they are going to take...
This energy beam strikes into his head as you duck out of the way at Dacillian, and you see it fly across the bridge.
Yeah.
This beam of like water and crystal.
They're taking 1d10 plus 4, and then plus 2 cold, plus 1d6 in...
Oh boy.
+1.
Okay, so
The
that
min-maxers
is-
coming out.
Yeah. So that's 8 plus 4. So that is 12 points of force damage.
Okay.
Plus 2 points of cold damage. has full points of
Necrotic.
necrotic damage.
Yeah, I got you.
He has 4 HP left. Sad times for the gnolls, guys.
And then I will use that's my movement to duck back in.
Yeah, behind heavy cover. Yeah, sure.
Well, was that the guy directly in front of me?
Yes.
That's the
You
guy.
see,
Yeah. He's also my cover, so be careful.
yeah, you just see this ball of sort of like water that's about the size of like a softball blast into him, and as it gets closer, it turns to ice, and that sort of hits it. And as it does, like there's like this eerie where it hits. There's like black veins from the hex sort of pulse as it like sort of comes out. Okay.
There's some ice creaks. I don't know if that does need justice.
My spider climb to like get on top of this like arch thing
Yeah. Boom.
up here.
As you guys are kind of analyzing, Istra before she just easily scales up the difficult terrain, just sideways up and gets an advantage shot. The gnolls say, "Look!" as she gets up there to get a better vantage. What do you want to do?
So do I get advantage on the shot?
So here's how I want to do. If you're actually shooting down at someone, right? You get +2. +2 modifier. You don't get full blown advantage. That would be OP.
Just steady aim.
What'd you get?
Don't forget to do steady aim with your bonus action.
I
You
forgot
have
to not.
steady aim.
You got a
Steady.
9.
Did you steady aim?
21. Sorry,
Okay,
it
that's
just
fine.
Rolled some damage, Istra. As your arrow strikes into him, let me pull up my descriptor.
plus the favorite so 11 total.
Your arrow slams into the brain of the gnoll, and he vomits blood right onto Dicilian as he drops over dead.
And there goes my cover.
The gnolls are up, right?
Yep.
They see, I'm going to say there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left, so 3 of them shoot at Dicilian.
Yep.
3 shoot at Dicilian. Quick, get behind cover! They go, some of them get behind the ruins. I'm going to say they get some better coverage. Like they move up to here, right? I got to be a little bit more smarter with these guys, right? This guy gets back behind this pillar here. No, he gets back into the ruins. These dwarven ruins. Right there. So I just give them better cover, but they still shoot you with the longbows. Okay, 3 on the Dicilian. Attack number 1. 16.
The hits.
4 piercing damage.
Whoa. I guess.
You want to do the
okay,
catching arrow thing?
Well, I wanted to know how many hit me. Well, I guess I wouldn't know because we one after another. So yes, I'll do that first. So first one, I'll catch.
Do you use your reaction?
Yeah. So how many damage did it do?
4.
Okay, so I have to roll again. Well, I automatically do that because it's a +8 to it. So in reaction on top of that, I will throw it back to the guy closest to me.
Yeah, you catch it, and it's this guy right here. You throw it back. Now you have to roll an attack roll, right?
Yes.
As you catch the arrow, you throw it right back at him.
That would be 15.
That's a hit. Oh, +2 AC, it's a miss. It ricochets off of the thing because I gave him better cover. Well, actually, I'm sorry. That is a hit because they don't have their shields out when they're attacking you like this, okay? But you guys have been rolling like 20s and stuff anyway, so roll some damage.
I wonder.
Suddenly the ancient dragon shows up. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I was about to say, like, what?
No.
Okay. Oh, okay.
How much damage you do, bud?
Rolling right now, I rolled a 5.
Okay. Second one attacks you, right? Out of 3. 10. Third one is a 14.
Both miss.
Okay. So the last 3 are attacking Istra, because she's like wide out in the open pretty much now. Attack 1 misses. 2, 3 is a 12, so that all miss. Your guys' turn. Arno's up.
Oh boy. You know the best bit about being a caster? All my shit's range is 60 feet. I can't actually hit any of them unless I'm using chill touch. That went way too far. So I'll just kind of duck behind
Adeline, your buddy.
Adeline. Yep, and I'll see if I can get a line of sight on any of them with chill touch. I can. They're in range. I'll go for the one that got chucked arrow.
This guy? Okay.
Yeah, screw it. Why not? +7. Here we go. Roll of the dice.
At AC of 15 when they're behind cover.
19.
Do some damage, buddy, as this skeletal arm reaches out and grasps onto him.
Where is my D8? 3 points of necrotic damage.
Incredible. And he can't heal for the remainder of the turn. Cece's up.
So, what are the chances that if I make a loud noise, the dragon will come say hi?
Why?
You want to detach your silencer as an action?
I was debating it, but I don't know if I want to risk it. So, so I'm just gonna use Firebolt again.
Trusty old cantrip that annihilated my Null Pact Lord.
Yeah, it's been doing me well.
Yeah, roll it up.
Yeah. You have
23 to
damage.
hit, baby.
Do some damage.
Ah, shit.
Am I even going to hit one of you guys? Exodus over there playing chess by himself.
Yeah, he's playing chess. I damaged one of them for 5. The one that shot the arrow.
Yeah, 5
Okay.
damage.
Playing chess. I'll
Yeah,
just
that
go
one.
over to Exit and play chess.
Yep, he's almost dead.
Awesome. And I am going to move Capone. Can Capone reach Cillian 40 foot of... Hold on. 40 feet.
Yeah, he can move up to him. He can dash up to him.
Yeah. And
Okay, Dicillian's up.
Alrighty, so I'll use another step of the wind to run up right in between them. Which one looks more banged up?
The one on the left.
One left? Okay, so I looked at the archer.
He's got an arrow in him that you threw right at him.
I'll look directly in between them. I'll look to the archer and I'll try to shove him off the edge.
Ooh.
Yeah, you make an attack roll with disadvantage against his athletics or acrobatics.
30.
A roll
I
of
bet you could
17.
do this in like next turn because I was about to do something to him.
So that's natural 1. That one was a 18. So I'll re-roll that 1.
You can't because you already used your reaction to fling the arrow. Oh no, your reaction resets on your turn. You're right. So you can use your reaction now.
Please. 13. That's a 19. So it's a 18. What was my highest?
Yeah, you shot. You have to roll with disadvantage.
That was
Really?
my natural 1. What's the disadvantage?
So when he rolls the natural 1, then it's the one that's
The lowest.
Yeah, I
My
guess
lowest
so. Because yeah, that's right. That is correct. You shove him 5 feet. He falls over. I'll put him prone. Is that what's happening?
I was hoping it would fall off the ledge.
I'll make a dexterity save, but you can see the cliff right there. It's not that great. I mean, I make like a 6. I probably would. I'll move him a little bit farther down. I'll give him 2 points of damage. I mean, it is what it is. Like, if you were pushing him off over here, that's a different story, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I would think like if it's like a stony terrain that you'd like lose balance, like have
I
tumble.
did. I moved him 10 feet.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a more dramatic drop, but that's more of a team.
But, I mean, look, right? Am I right?
You're right.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah, it's-
Exodus up.
All right.
Exodus, see, I just told him no. Does that count?
Yeah, that counts.
Exodus was harassing me the other day.
I'm gonna do action surge. You
You want an action
just
surge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or do your actions first and then action surge.
You want to just move
Well,
over there?
Is it do you double the double or is it just increments of 30
You can move.
feet?
It's increments of 30 feet. So you dash as your action. Then you, that's 60 plus 30 on your turn. So you only get a, I'm going to say, just for brevity's sake, you get up to him if you use your action surge.
Okay. All right,
I'm
that's
not going to totally
end
like,
of my
rules
turn.
lawyer you. No, you can attack him. Because you,
No,
have,
I
you
just
move
did
90.
double dash.
And
Okay,
but
fine. Sure. Adeline is up.
Okay. Adeline is going to take a couple steps and then she will move to about there, and that's 30 feet because I just did the count.
Yep.
Oh, she's there.
Awesome.
And then with her thing, that is, she's now within 90 feet of this guy. So with her bonus action, she's going to remove the hex from the down guy over to him. Now he's hexed.
From what I understand, though, you can only hex him upon his death, so your hex goes away, correct?
No. So if your target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn.
Okay, you got him on the subsequent turn. That's correct.
Yeah. So now he is hexed.
Yeah, you got him.
And now I will, and he is hexed with his strength is at disadvantage.
A stream of like water flows out from him and attaches to him. Arno makes an Arcana roll.
Oh boy, let's go. I get to do something. Where's my dice?
Does Arno see something that Adelina
18.
chooses to see? I'll whisper something Arno later.
Woohoo!
And then she will Eldritch
Feel free to
Blast.
DM.
Yeah, I'll DM you. I'll go ahead and DM.
Yeah. She will Eldritch Blast him. So that's a 12 plus... That's an 18.
Yeah, it hits.
18.
Yes. Okay,
Of course,
so
right?
that is... Yep.
He's got 15 AC. He has this longbow out.
Yeah. So that is 7 plus 4, 11 points of force damage, 2 points of cold damage, and 3 points of necrotic.
Okay, you kill him. He shatters.
The ice, the ball turns ice and hits him. And as he's like tumbling back a bit, because it kind of forces him back a bit, he's like, he thinks he's fine, and then the sort of coast water sort of goes up his ankles and causes him to trip and fall, and then I want him to tumble down as he's dying down the side of the cliff.
Istra's up.
The last guy in range of me to shoot him, or do I need to move forward? Okay.
I think you can shoot him, yeah. He just gets a +2 to his AC. You're shooting through Dicillion. Don't roll a 1. Right? From last night. So you're shooting through him. Now, how I've read it is basically if you try to roll and you miss within 2 or something, there's other DMs that do it another way. Like you almost hit him, but you hit him actually. So if you like almost hit, roll.
Ooh.
What'd you get, Istra?
15.
What?
16.
14?
No,
16.
1 6.
1 6? That
16.
does not hit, right?
No, because it was AC.
Well, he doesn't. Yeah, actually, he doesn't have his shield out, right? These guys. No, that's.
Not the smartest.
I'm sorry. That's actually excellent. I'm bad. My bad. These other guys are pretty well protected. That does not hit. So you're shooting at this guy out here? No, because he's behind cover. I'm gonna say he's behind 3/4 cover. Because they're like popping in and out. It was almost a hit. Do you want to move at all, Istra?
I wanna get down on the ground.
Okay, move you up to like here maybe. Gnolls are up. The Gnolls, they draw. They just shoot Exodus, right? Because Exodus's like right in front of them. Go! Go! One of them flees. Get help! One of them runs through the ruins. 2 of them shoot at Exodus. Attack number 1 with the longbow. 13, and the next one is a 12.
Neither hit.
For some reason I have 4 Gnolls up. Where they're at. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the one that tripped. He stands up using 15 movement. He throws a spear at Dicillion.
Owie.
11.
That misses.
And Arno is up. And he moves closer to Dicillion. Try that again. I'll take your ass. Arno's up.
Let's see. 25. Oh boy.
Be just behind me.
All right, we'll just go right up behind,
Your buddy?
and I'll just kind of, yeah, we'll just kind of. Should I assist or should I just leave it? I don't know.
Not even worth your time, Arno.
Like, I could. Yeah. Let's just get the one standing out in the open. Screw it. Might as well go for it, even if it's not much damage.
Okay.
Oh. That's 21.
Go. Chill touch, right?
Yep. That's the only thing that has range. Oh, shoot. Max damage. 8 necrotic, and he can't heal.
CC's up.
Yep.
Is this challenging for you guys? CC's up.
It is out of my range. I can't do shit.
Challenge for the guys up front.
I'm going to. Let's see, where's my person?
Right back here.
Up. Yeah, I'm gonna move up. Let's see. As much as I can, so I guess I'll go to where. Actually.
Move you up to Arno. So here's how it works. If you're moving through friendly targets, it's double movement. So you can only move up to Arno.
So if
Hi.
so if I'm okay, so I'm like right there, I can still hit them, correct? Or
Yeah, you can shoot over Arno.
I am tiny as heck. You could shoot.
He's
over
90
me.
feet. You can shoot him with your cantrip again.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, I'll do that. Roll real quick. Oh, that's not gonna hit. 10?
Nope, unfortunately it does not.
But it's okay.
What does Al Capone want to do?
Al Capone is going to move up. As
Okay.
far as he can.
Moves up to Dicillion, who's like sprinting across the battlefield.
Yeah, he has 40 feet of movement. Would he be able to get in front of Dicillion or no?
He's just, if he's adjacent to that character, they can give him that disadvantage on the attack.
True. Okay.
Dicillion's up.
I looked at him like, you know what? I will try something new. And I'll just start like give him a good sucker punch in the face.
Okay.
That is a 23.
It's one of those days, folks.
That is 6 damage.
He's getting, you pop him right in the nose. His big old wolf snout starts to bleed.
Alrighty. Then I'll use a flurry of blows.
Cool.
That is a 12.
That does not hit.
Okay, and the other one is a 22. And on top of that, I'm gonna do so that one's 7, but I was looking up up in some of my necrotic damage, hand of harm as well.
Okay.
So
Gonna
7,
finish him off?
Yeah, 7 of regular damage and 3 for necrotic damage.
How do you kill him?
So as I put my final punch, like this, like almost like his veins kind of turn black, including his eyes, as he kind of rolls back and tumbles down off the rocks.
Nice. Exodin's up.
I go there. Just behind him
Sure.
and go for a regular attack.
You step into the old dwarven ruins over some ruined boards. Swing with your greatsword.
That's a 14 to hit, and I got a maul now.
Oh, Maul, that's a hit.
That is a hit. Nice.
As you enter the darkness. You bumped your webcam or something. How much damage you do, bud?
That is 8 plus 13 plus 1d4. That's 17 damage.
You almost killed the knoll with one hit.
That's the end of my turn.
Adeline is up.
Adeline's going to move forward for 30 feet. That way she's there. How do you move to the position? It's like one? No.
I shift click like that.
Okay, shift click. Gotcha. Alright. Now that she's 30 feet closer, she can hit us. She can move her hex to someone else. And she will do the one that... There's the guy in the window that she can see.
Yeah, if you can see him, you can cast the hex.
Yeah. she can see the guy in that window, so she's gonna cast the hex to him. So that guy is hexed, and now she will Eldritch Blast him.
Okay.
Let's see. Fuck yes! Nat 20.
Oh snap!
I think you're just going to kill him straight up because you have all the hex damage plus all your other damage.
Yeah.
You want to tell me the total damage?
So it's max damage.
That's 2 nat 20s, guys.
Yeah.
You guys remember we have that cool house roll. Roll another d20 to see if you do
Oh, that's.
Oh, yeah.
4x damage.
Probably not. No.
Okay. 1 in
Could've been
400.
cool, though.
Not
Double
one
ones
of
come
them.
up all the time, but double 20s, well, they're elusive. They're like the unicorns.
So the max that be, it's 22 max damage.
How do you kill
on
them?
just this? Okay. I just, you know what? I want to make it so that like the ice ball kind of it goes in, hits him, ricochets off the other statue, hits him back and forth, and basically goes and just widows his body with force as it kind of squishes it and collapses him, and he just falls down.
Istra's up. Istra, you can see the one last knoll barely. It's not only behind heavy cover, but Exodin is fighting with him. So
Can
the
I
shot
just
is difficult.
Like move my full movement forward and then
Yeah.
see, like if I can, like from here, do I have a better shot?
No, it's still difficult.
I'll try anyway. Let's see. What's worst can happen.
Are you just
Natural
an
20?
angel? Do you have rogue in you, Istra? Because you could
Cunning
bonus
action.
action dash.
25. I got.
Or maybe you don't.
You shoot right over Exodin,
Wow.
around the corner, and snipe him.
Awesome.
Exodin kind of moved into favorable position. Exodin, the knoll collapses right onto you. You guys make short work of these pathetic knolls.
There's still one left.
There's one left.
The one, yeah, and the one's turn is up. He's escaping. So how we're gonna do it? How are we gonna try to catch him? We're not gonna do the models per se, but it's like a roll of some kind. Like Exodin up. Do you have any key points left, Dicillion?
I have one more.
You can step of the wind.
We have
What
one
I'll do
time.
is I will roll a. He's just trying to run away, so basically you can just route him. I roll a dex roll with him. First, Exodin rolls a dex roll as well first. Because Exodin's like the closest to him, as he kind of is trying to like evade you guys through these dwarven ruins. It's only between.
Can I be sprinting after him? So like an
Yeah, he's
athletics
sprinting
check?
too. Yeah, you can use athletics. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You just want me to do that as well?
Athletics or acrobatics, right?
Okay, yep.
I got a 21.
I got 10.
You like just lose. You're like out of breath, just sprinting across the. It's kind of a rare thing for you, Dicillion. You start just like getting winded a little
Yeah,
bit.
that was my last key point. So I was
Yeah,
like,
exactly. So you feel tapped a little bit, but fortunately, Exodin catches up to him and cuts him down. Is that what Exodin wants to do?
No, I don't want to cut him down. I want to grapple him.
You want to try to grapple him? Make a make a strength roll. I roll a natural one.
Yeah, I got a 17.
You grapple him. So that's your first grapple. So he's grappled with you.
All right.
So this fight is now I'm just saying it's between me and Exodin right now. They're like down in the dwarven. They're like rolling around down in the thing.
Adeline wants to run after it because she wants to do something.
Okay, what does Adeline want to do?
When she sees, if she gets there in time to see Exodin grappling, she will misty step to them, so that way she's there in an instant.
Sure.
And then she's going to charm person.
Okay. I'll roll it with. I'm saying Adeline catches up. So I make it
And
with
then-
advantage.
Okay.
You guys have fun.
He fails a saving throw. He's charmed.
Yes. All right. It's like
He's like, he starts saying something. You can't understand what he's saying.
He's speaking Draconic, right? Or no?
Sounds like just grunts, I guess.
I'll say in Draconic, where do you think you're going?
Be our friend. Just answer our friend. I'm curious. Where
You
are
see,
you
enter the
going?
ruins. She's not gonna go after everyone, but she just wants to enter the ruins and just kind of like start investigating the area. Just in
Oh,
case
no, that's
something
cool.
weird
Yeah, especially-
kobolds are draconic.
Yeah.
If those books or like tables aren't like
I'm
like
breaking
used for
combat.
action-
At the end of every turn, do I make a save, or is he just charmed for a minute or an hour or something?
He is the charm when the spell ends. It is charmed by you until the spell ends, or until you or your companion do anything harmful to it.
He's
So
still
I
grappled
can-
with it, so I make another
Well,
save.
Yeah, and then I sort of move Exodus, calm down. Does he fail his save?
I'm gonna make one last save with advantage. As
Does he still
Exodent's
grip
like
on- yeah.
slowly like releasing the grip off of him. Your DC is what?
14.
He still fails, so he's still charmed.
Okay.
He's like kind of like just dumbfounded.
This is our new friend. Calm down.
No.
Everything's
time to get
okay.
some old bits.
What do you guys do?
Can you tell me why you're here?
I guess I'm just gonna look around the place of
He just, like,
guessing
barks
what
a little
table
bit.
hide is.
Yeah, we'll get to the investigation roll in a minute while I'm dealing with Adeline. 1 second.
Yeah.
He just like barks a little bit at Adeline.
Can you speak common? Oh.
Just like drools.
Yeah, and I will say a couple of words in Celestial, or Elvish, or Primordial.
You have to make a persuasion roll, right?
Okay. Yep.
Versus his
Ah.
charisma.
And I will touch, as I'm touching the amulet, to try to gain friends. So first I need to make Arcana.
Yeah, you want to get an advantage on it? Sweet, I like it.
So that's a 15 on my Arcana. So now I'm casting. So now I've casted Friends on myself. So now I have advantage on my Persuasion.
Nice.
That's +6 on my Persuasion. That is a 17 +6. So that's 23.
He still's there in his like dirty ass loincloth. I'll link you a picture of him.
Yeah.
He's like mostly dog. Just something like born of like darkness and evil.
Nothing else.
Strange rags. You know, his spear was dropped, his longbow was dropped, but he seems to be just staring blankly at you with like these strange eyes.
What
Scarred.
about if I say the name Imos? Do you know him?
Euros.
Imos. The Magnificent? And I will pour some water out of my canteen while using shape water. And I will make the sort of figurine that moves around my figure.
Yeah, let me go to the rest of the party. What is that? So people were making an investigation roll on the Dwarven ruins. Cece makes the roll, correct?
Yep.
With advantage if Decillion has proficiency in investigation.
That's what I wanted to know.
Decillion, do you have proficiency?
No, I don't.
So we just take the
Okay.
first roll from Cece.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
27. Oh, first roll only?
Yeah.
I rolled that with advantage. Well, my first roll was a nat 20.
There you go. So it's a 27. I like
that's
it.
good.
I think it's really
Don't need no
cool.
halfling.
Let's roll up
Time to
something.
go.
You find something, Cece.
Shit.
And some shit about
I'm
Imos.
just, meanwhile, Arno is just collecting Knoll bits because it's Arno.
Cece, you find a statue. What does it look like?
Right?
Wait, hold up. Context.
Looks like the.
What does the statue look like, Cece?
This CC looks like. This statue looks like Emos.
That's smart. That's smart.
It looks like Emos. Sure.
Yes.
It looks like
Man, it looks ugly.
East Asian, long hair, robes that sort of wrap around the body a bit. In particular, the hair probably has some interesting waves and like almost movement to it.
I will let you roll. I'll roll one more time. Okay. You feel something. You can touch it, and something is special about it.
CC.
You see like strange written language written on it.
Okay.
What languages do you speak?
Me, I speak Gnomish and Common, so...
It's in a language you don't understand.
Okay.
What else is everybody doing?
I'm carving up the bodies with
Yeah.
perfect song.
Yeah, I'm kind of gonna look through, like, I guess, like, the tables or anything. If she didn't find anything else, I'll, like, if anything, like, left behind from the knolls as well.
I can search the while I'm cutting them
You know
up. I
what?
can search
That's
the
I'll exactly
bodies
do
and
that. I'll
them
search
out.
the bodies. Yeah.
Yeah.
You find the bodies,
Sorry, go ahead.
they have, like, they're just horribly scarred in the face.
Perfect.
They must be servants? Maybe the darkness?
Mm-hmm.
That's what the orcs used to do, at least to themselves.
Or dragon. Or dragon. Remember, you're turning to a dragon.
You find some you find some spears, some longbows, and D20 arrows.
Alrighty. I guess I'll look, because there seems to be cracks everywhere. I'll look if there's anything.
11
below us.
arrows. You're just searching around. I've described it. What is else is everybody doing? Let's go back to the interrogation. What are you guys doing?
Yes, Imos. Can you tell me anything about where his temple is?
Yes.
You're not very useful now, are you? That's okay. I'll make your end very charming. And I will cast darkness around us.
Okay.
And if someone could see it, her smile gets really big and her eyes turn that sort of, the black develops in her eyes, gets that eerie sort of green glow, but no one else can see it because she can see in the magical darkness. So
The gnoll kind of gets scared a little bit and like looks around.
that's
I'll make-
okay. Everything will be all right. As I am going to cast, no, I will, primal
Well,
savagery.
your friends goes down because it's a concentration.
Yeah, my friends
darkness
goes down.
You want to slash him up a little bit?
Yes. Tom Paulson is still in effect.
Yes.
So I want to continuously primal savagery him until he's dead.
You finish him off, Wolverine style.
Kind of like the blood a little bit off my fingers.
Cece has found
This digitation myself clean before and walking away out of the darkness before I drop the darkness, and when it drops there's just this slashed up body that she leaves behind, and she's gonna go back up the stairs.
Well, this was a waste of time.
They didn't say anything useful.
CC calls out to the group. Adeline, Arno, something magical. I found it. Come here.
Give me a moment. I need to get this ear off. Come on. Yeah.
I'm coming. Had to take care of the last one. I tried talking to it. Does it speak any language? Was useless, more beast than ant in person at this moment.
Not surprised, didn't seem intelligent, but you know, at least you tried, darling. It's
Yeah,
okay.
at least I tried. Let's see.
Look at this statue I found, darling. Look at it.
Adeline freezes.
It has like these characters on it. I think it's kind of magical. There's something about it. It strikes me odd. What do you think?
What
Does
language?
it look dwarvish? Like the crafting of it, or no?
It does not.
Alright.
And what is that thing? It looks so weird.
What
What
languages do
language?
everybody speak?
Celestial.
Dwarvish.
I'll go for Celestial, Common, Elvish, Primordial.
It's not any language you understand.
Okay.
Even though it is a
Celestial,
statue,
Common,
apparently, of
Elvish.
Imos.
What about you, Anna? What languages do you speak?
Replace your primordial with gnomish.
Okay.
I'm assuming no one understands it.
No.
It's written in a language no one quite understands.
Not even have one.
Do I?
Oh no, I
don't
need you
have
to hold this
Okay.
as I can my sphere and I go into it.
You go into the sphere right now?
I go into the sphere right now. Imos, what the fuck is this statue? This is not your temple. What's it doing here? And why is it here? What, you need some magic or some blood? What is it that you need?
I need power.
Everyone needs power, and I'm working on it. Is there anything I can do right now that can help?
Look. Is...
Look.
You're like in the bottle, you look east and like you see like it's milky, you can't see anything through this bottle. The case of the sphere. As you've been miniaturized. You see Arno tapping on it.
I will go east if that is what you want. But when you have power, I want answers to this.
I would like to use my magical tinkering, and I want to make I can create a static visual effect, including up to 25 words of text. Could I make a static visual effect with this magical tinkering of the statue and of the writing on it? So that I should be able to use the item later, and it'll like create the vision, and we should be able to see like the character.
You mean you take a photo of it?
Yeah,
indie photo.
I was trying to explain it in like a medieval terms.
I love it. Yeah.
Right?
Thanks for ruining it, Adeline.
I know. It's like a 3D printed
No, I think it's awesome.
thing.
The answer is yes.
Yes. So you see Cece kind of kind of grabbing her tools and materials and just tinkering with this tool of this item, and then when she was done, you see this holographic image of the statue and the characters that are written on it. So we don't know what it means, but I think it might mean something. And maybe we'll find somebody who knows what it means. And so, ta-da!
Adeline comes out of the jaw. We're going east.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Eastbound.
You're
That's-
wet.
Don't worry about it. And her eyes are not leaving this statue. She's tying the sphere back onto her waist.
How much text is there about on the statue? And what does the statue look like again?
It's like emos.
It's a statue of Imos.
Take a rubbing. I'm
How
going to
much-
write down the copy, exactly the text on it.
It's
How much
I-
text is there? Does it look like it's a lot of text or no?
It's probably like a sentence or two.
That I'm going to copy
Not
down
worth
as
it.
best I can. Just copy the writing. Or take a rubbing of it or something.
Okay.
Just so I have it available.
Strange symbols exiting. Nothing you've quite seen in your times of being a bounty hunter. I think he froze up. He's like this right now. He's leaning back. He's just in a perfect state. He's in permanent stasis. I cast a spell on him. Down there.
Petrified.
You guys, I'm going to say, Cece, you look east as you guys are leaving the Dwarven Ruins, and you see it.
Was that enough time to get a short rest?
If you want to get a short rest, yes.
Yes, can we get
Yes.
a short rest?
Oh,
You see the waterfalls begin to pour. Exodus must be leading in the right direction, with some of the guidance from Adeline.
That look familiar though?
There's
Yes,
the waterfall.
that does. That's where we're going.
there's more than one waterfall, I think.
It's the big one. It's the main one. I know which one it is.
Okay, making sure.
Then lead the way.
She starts walking towards the main one.
You guys are walking to the waterfall?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna start making our way.
It's like
Whatever path we
evening
can
now.
find.
Let's adjust the time.
Okay, what's the time?
I will mark it in a second, guys. Give me a second.
Alright.
It's bedtime.
I'm going to say it's about 3:40. I think I need to bump up the day, too. Let's do that. Let's do this. I think we're here.
Maybe we go tomorrow when we're all rested.
In the evening right now.
Forage for some food.
Mm-hmm.
Take a night rest.
You want to rest here?
I guess we'll take a rest here.
The waterfalls
Okay.
are loud, right? As they go over the cliffs into the river that spreads down the mountaintops.
Yeah, I guess our only chance of finding food is something that's probably living in this river.
Can I use shape water to essentially fish?
Roll
That
it.
would be hilarious.
And when she does do that, I'll try to I'll try to catch it as well if I can.
You know, like you sort of make a
Yeah, sure.
yeah. First,
Roll a roll or something like that. I'm gonna roll a d20,
oh, a d20.
something like that. It's kind of a tricky roll.
17 on the dice.
Yeah, it works. And Dicillion goes in there and fucking
Oh,
you
I
like
got one.
the water, like you pulled out the water, and the fish are like in the water, and they're just like swimming out, and Dicillion catches them.
I'll toss them to the top of the
You
bed.
guys forage enough food for everyone doing this. There's like a lot of life in the river, so you're just sitting there doing this. What is everybody doing this evening, though? Let's kind of, or we maybe go to the temple, if it's there.
With being somewhat alone with Adeline trying to catch this fish, I'm gonna kind of talk to her and say like, I feel like I'm missing out a lot here.
I'm sure you are.
In the sense of, especially, you seemed very annoyed right before going into that orb. I'm feeling I'm missing out a lot, and I really want to trust you. I really do, but I feel like you just need to be a bit more honest with me, because I feel like a lot of stuff is being missed out.
You want honesty?
Yes.
And for the first time in a while, Adeline's eyes shift away from the waterfall and is now staring at you, Dicillion. This is what it is. I got mad at someone, so I made a deal to get back at them. But in order to complete my end of the deal, I deal with someone that maybe does not have the best attention out there. And maybe, in order to help them fulfill my side of the deal, I have to go to a temple and complete some interesting means of gaining power.
And I look kind of at her, but who's Imos? You say this contractor, you say like maybe this kind of like god form, but who is he?
You want to know the story of Imos the Magnificent? And how he once ruled the land?
I guess give me like a 5-minute description so we can hit 8 p.m.
Imos the Magnificent was once one of the most powerful people in the lands before things changed. But gods grew jealous of his power, so they commanded their devotees to chase him down and unfairly lock him away. And they did, unfortunately, and then human greed came out, kingdoms rose, slavery became a thing.
Is he filled with good intention?
He's filled with intentions. Who cares if they're good or bad? You don't ask a god.
But is he filled with good intentions? And I look in her eyes a bit sternly.
Dicillion, do you really want to know?
And I just keep on staring her down. Yes.
The truth is, I could have cared less. He is doing something for me that I really deeply, truly want. Everything that I am now is all tied to that desire.
Of vengeance?
Vengeance, that's such a harsh tone.
I mean, that's what you did just say that. So
I did say that. I would more call it.
And you see, like, in Adeline's eyes, as she says that, like, the water that usually sloshes in her irises, you see, like, hints of something else beneath the surface.
Guess I did say vengeance. Sometimes I describe it in ISOL. It's more like a petty disagreement, and I want to be the right one.
petty disagreement that leads you to wanting to be work with this dark force.
Luck. When the people you have that disagreement with walk for gods and all so charitable and all so nice and such good people, sometimes your only option to get back at them is with not great people.
Are we resting for the night?
Yes. So that is my answer to Cillian.
While they're talking,
Sure, what do you want to do, Arno?
can I cast Detect Thoughts
Yeah, of course. On who?
on Adeline?
Okay,
I
what
thought
do
that
you-
was any
you-
of that fake as well.
Like,
What
her
she said.
lying and stuff? I don't know. She has to tell you.
Yeah, yeah.
Were you
I want
lying,
to roll
Adeline?
inside check.
Yeah, roll
if she was
ins.
lying.
Yeah,
You can roll insight on me and I'll tell you. And I will roll myself a wisdom save, which I'm bad at it.
There's no save to know your surface thoughts, and I'm not pushing yet.
Okay.
I rolled a 7.
Okay, well, I rolled a 4 on my save, so your insight into me is this. This is someone who broke themselves in anger and frustration. And the only thing keeping them going is this idea that they have to complete this deal. And that if they complete it, they will finally not feel like shit. That this is their meaning. So this is their driving force.
Okay, I've looked to eyes. What was once stern now kind of leads back to a peaceful face, and most in those ways sympathetic in my eyes. But I leave it be and continue with grabbing the fish for the group.
Yeah. Oh no, your surface thoughts that you get off of me, there's almost like this image that you get, and it's Adeline trapped in a room, and she's scratching at a door, and she's just yelling in anger and trying to get out of it. And when she finally gets it open, it's like the backs of a male and a female, probably her parents. And there's like, you can tell there's like voices happening, but she can't hear it, and everything's like as if she's underwater. And then you watch it's almost like she picks something up to go run at them. And this is and then the image, like, she gets kind of pushed back into the room, the door gets locked again, and then it's kind of cycles and cycles again and again and again. And at the same time you're hearing this, there's also like there's almost like a voiceover of what she's saying to Cillian. If you look, and every once in a while you'll see a glimpse of the outside through windows, and it's all underwater.
I have one more request,
Yes.
Mr. DM.
yeah.
I'd like to shift the detect thoughts elsewhere.
Where do you want to do it?
I'd like to attempt to shift it to that little bauble that hangs upon her hip.
Okay.
I'd like to see if I can read any thoughts from there. It probably won't work.
Yeah, it's
It probably
encased in
won't.
something, right? Yeah. So it's like you focus your mind's eye to it. Just silence is heard back. You wish to probe further?
No, I'll drop the spell.
Okay.
I've gotten all I need.
When you stare at with the mind's eye, though, you feel like it's staring back in a way, right?
Fuck, yeah. No, fuck. If it's actually if I can tell it's staring back, I'm gonna push deeper.
You want to push deeper?
Yeah, I'll push deeper. Fuck it.
Do you want me to make a save?
If you'd like. I don't think I can beat him, though. My DC is 15.
It's a wisdom save?
For detect thoughts, it is, I believe.
I rolled a 11 on the first one, so he passes.
Indeed.
You see like waves and like water, like boiling.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. And I'm gonna just glare before I pull back, and I'll drop the spell finally. And then just go over towards Adeline, sit down next to her, and just continue writing.
Adeline's sort of just sitting on the edge of the water. She's playing with it every once in a while, and she's staring at the waterfall in which the temple is behind. Tomorrow we go, and I complete the first part in this deal.
He's lying to you.
Who says I'm not lying to him?
Fair enough.
After all, I might be trapped with him, but he's trapped with me.
So I guess we're resting for the night, right?
Yes.
Indeed.
Do you guys want
can I
to
do
go?
something?
Yeah, what do you want to do, Accident?
I'd like to go up to Istra and Cece while those three are
Kind of doing their own
Okay.
thing? Sure. What do you want to do, Accident?
Istra, Cece, just the two I wanted to meet.
How can I help you, darling?
So I'm not worried about Cece, but if we were to go after Alarian, how would you fare, Istra?
I
Is
don't
it
think she
Istra?
has control over me.
That could be a problem. And I would like to alleviate that. How do you care for your brother?
He has always been a fool. I wish that he was more. But all of my family seems to end up being useless. So,
Whether your brother was a fool or not, she broke her promise. She told us 1 week, and she turned him in no less than 4 days. Cece, what would you want to do about it?
Well, to be honest, when I joined the Thieves Guild, after I came to this city, I worked with her because I believed she could see my genius. But alas, apparently that was not the case. It seems to me she must have been lying to me, making a fool out of me. Could you dare? She called my creation a pile of junk. Accident. Look at him. Does this look like a pile of junk to you? Blasphemy. That's not the right answer. Blasphemy.
Bam! Shoots him.
Look at him. Anybody who fails to see my brilliance, perhaps they do not have the intelligence required to be on my side.
Are you going to help me kill her or not?
Cece kind of looks at Istra. Well, so if Ilarion dies, what would happen to you, Istra? I'm not completely sure how your kind works.
don't think I would be affected, but I don't know. But if she has to die, I'm willing to find out.
Hopefully there's no negative consequences to Istra if something like that happens. But I'm sure if it comes to it, and let's say that, Ilarion tries to use Istra to turn her against us unwillingly, I am sure Istra would allow us to, how to say, we will
Not
keep you.
want to be used as a tool.
That's right, darling. That is exactly what I told you when the nobles tried to use you. You are a woman that is strong. Repeat after me, Istra. You are a strong woman.
Strong woman.
The strong
You are not
dead
a
woman.
tool. Nobody can use you. You are a strong woman, and it is all right to be you. It is okay to not have somebody tell you what to do.
I'll consider you two in then.
Good.
Hey, Cece, we have some fish over here for you to cook.
Oh, great. Food. Lovely. And you see Cece kind of like hop over, and she's in a good mood because she made like the little she tinkered the little statue, right? The vision of the statue, and it looks perfect. It's like the exact replica of the statue except tiny. And she's just nerding out about it,
I try to poke it because I don't know what holograph is.
She's like, Dasilian, look at it. I think Adeline likes the statue. It is great. I am sure later on we can be like, look, Adeline's statue, and she will be happy and smile because she sees what she likes. And I guess Cece's gonna pass the object, the statue, to Dasilian. And then while she does that, she's going to cook the fish.
You guys cook the food for the night? Does anybody else want to do anything before we take a long rest?
I'm good.
Exodin kind of gets maybe a little frustrated. He doesn't get a straightforward answer as he wanted to. But he inquires about it nonetheless. The fate of Ilarion. Shall we continue for 10 more minutes? Or shall we call it a night?
I think we should call it a night.
Oh god.
Probably should end it there.
Okay.
Level
ending.
5.
Perfect stopping point.
It's level 5 time, guys. All right.
Yes! Third level spells!
You guys dominated those gnolls.
Yeah.
Yes!
My powerful cantrip
Let's
You get
roll
an
a
extra
D6.
attack.
doing some work.
Let's roll a d6 for hoe!
Oh yeah, I roll a d10. Give me a d10. Good.
Oh, man.
And
I love it. I love it when I roll ones. That's the best.
I got a 5. That's halfway. Halfway from 10. That's not bad.
Man, I love it when I get an extra 1 hit point. That's the best.
Did you roll a 1?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You get to re-roll the 1.
Yeah.
You get to reroll
Yeah. Let's
Bountiful
see.
luck.
Hooray!
Hey, it's much better. It's a 5.
Hooray!
I don't know.
Nice. 5 plus your con.
Oh.
Oh, very nice.
I also get stunning strike.
That is
Nice.
29. Okay, let's see.
We'll actually start the next game as this time in the morning. So we go through a long rest. Is Dicilian still there in the morning? Or did he leave?
They'll have to find that out.
Okay.
You'd leave?
He's abandoning you.
What?
He doesn't trust Adeline as far as he could throw her. I don't know.
Well,
It's
that's not
totally
entirely
up,
Could be fixed.
You'll figure it out.
it's up to Dicilian.
Wait, I totally passed my statue to Decilian.
I would give it to you
Oh,
back
you
as
got
soon
a
as I've
copy
done.
of it.
I would give it back to you. I was like, oh, this is weird. I would give it back to you.
Oh, okay, cool.
I just want to see if I can push my hand through it because it was like holographic.
Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah, that's about right.
Did everybody roll or take the average for their hit points?
Yep, I rolled.
All right, we get more spells. Let's go. And I can prepare another one. One more level and I get the automatic free animate dead. Yes. One more level and I can swap my slave out for a ghoul.
Oh,
What?
One more level and I can swap a slave out for a ghoul.
Me murdering his slave.
These ghouls, so I can have extra slaves, extra servants. Carry me my skeleton army.
Well,
Okay.
their weight would probably carry probably a lot less than a slave though, because they're not well attached.
Do you want animate dead? Because I can cast it without using a spell slot now.
No. I get it for free when I hit 6th level.
Okay.
That's the whole point, is that I can, that's when I unlock the ability to animate dead on my own. Because it basically means I can just add it to my spell list at 6th level without using one of my 2 spells that I get for getting 6th level.
Very nice. I'm looking through all my fancy new Eldritch invocations that I can pick.
I has Fireball, because of course.
What did you get, Very? Ray, what did you get?
what?
What did you get for your 5th level?
Oh, extra attack.
Just like
Very
The
nice.
core of a fighter.
Nothing more.
Let's keep it as simple.
We got Fireball and Summon Undead. Let's go. It's time to summon Fitra into battle.
Yeah. Oh, my slow falls level is at 25 now as well.
Oh boy.
Wait a minute. I think 6th level when my movement speed becomes 40.
Part of me thinks I should take Gift of the Depth so I can breathe underwater, gain a swimming speed, and then also cast water breathing once per long rest without expending a spell slot. It's probably helpful. We've got to do water shit.
Is this like gonna be like the water temple?
Yeah.
Kind of weird that there's a water temple in a place where there's magma.
Yeah.
So close by.
Or I could do some other things. Like or you guys can write your name into my book and I can cast sending to you without using a spell slot